to sum up the events of last week as well as the events of the mini-sode, don't worry, you didn't really miss anything important. I would have recorded had that been the case, but didn't happen. So basically, the party decided that going and investigating the Northern Water Kingdom, checking on Nynaeve's uncle, and also seeing about just what happened with the delegation, good or bad, and they fought through a large, swirling ice storm, took a lot of damage, had a lot of problems bending it, but finally made their way through and have now arrived at a giant wall of ice standing in front of the, like a big entrance column to the Northern Water Tribe. As they approached, they heard two men kind of yelling over the storm, discussing whether or not the ice wall could be melted by fire, as one of them was blasting away fireballs at it. And upon continual argument, the one who was fleeing the fire blasted the storm itself away, pretty much to the edge of the glacier here, revealing the party, as well as these two men, all to each other at once. And I pretty much called it right at that moment. Now, flashing backwards to the bonus episode, they did learn some information about, for example, the Foggy Swamp. They went there. It is also under a similar effect, except instead of an ice storm, it is more like a wind gale combined with a mist, or a fog.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Can you run that by me again?
Yeah, you missed it. It's a little foggy. Anyway, so thank God for editing. So they were in the Fire Nation. They met a blacksmith who was able to forge the energy of their being into a blade. And he made a weapon for Yuka, a shamshir of originally glowing blue, but now it has faded to a normal neutral steel color. Yes, and it gave her some interesting properties. She seems entirely empowered when holding the weapon now. Other than that, not a lot of information was retained, except for they met with Wan Shitan, the famous owl spirit of the Grand Library of the Desert, and inquired about the Avatar and his disappearances. They did learn that the Avatar is in the spirit world, according to Wan Shitan. They also learned that Rava is not with the Avatar, with Kurik currently, if that makes sense. The Avatar doesn't exist right now, technically. But no one can find her. He suspects she is being specifically hidden. Let's see, what else was really relevant? I don't think he said anything that was super non-committal that they couldn't tell you later. Of course, Aya was turned into a half-fox spirit. As a fox spirit, she agreed to take one with her to the north to examine, basically as a spy for Wan Shitan. He wants all the details, all the juicy stuff, so he's going to go and check that out, send a little spy along, and that's pretty much where we are. You all are standing. I'll let you guys, if you want to show your models to the camera, and then I'll put them on the board. But I will need them.
Why did you call out first? Who do you
yeah, let's just go left or right. Yeesh.
I got a little excited.
He's not painted yet, but
He's not painted, but he sure is a humanoid shape.
you can put him in the. Yeah. Anyway.
He's the only guy in the group, so he doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's also wearing a mask, so he literally
You're
doesn't
welcome
have a face.
You're welcome to turn the focus to that side so you can see him really good.
Yuka charging into battle?
Yeah, there you go. Now, really, yeah.
Woo!
You're a little bit higher, Gabe.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a little bit too low.
Yeah, he's
There
on
you
it.
go.
There you go. Yeah, a little close to the, yeah.
Alright.
Can you,
Ah!
Yeah.
A little higher again. A little higher.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
Too
go.
high. Oh,
yeah. It's never
Yeah.
too high for you.
No.
This is IF.
Yep. And you're welcome to look at the screen for cheating if you know.
If you want to cheat.
If you want to cheat.
This is main chin.
Hello. Cheater.
Oh, man.
Very
she
fiery
is
lady.
gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
She is so pretty.
Yeah, okay.
So pretty.
Down to max.
And, alrighty. So,
That's naive.
Down to max.
Genevieve, yes.
Oh.
Let's see.
That is awesome.
Oh. Poor Yish's missing hand.
That helps you.
He doesn't really have a missing hand. Yeah.
Stop whatever you want.
Yeah.
No, let's at least put that happens to your mini happens in real life.
Yeah, he just. Oh gosh, I've got a really banged up foot. That's his grand reveal. Mid combat, someone's gonna punch him in the hand. It's just gonna break. So stone hand the whole time.
Yeah. Let's give him a hand.
This one though. Yeah.
I was specifically waiting for you to take his hand. That was hilarious.
Okay.
If you become a metal bender, do you just become the man with the iron fist?
Yes.
That would be fun. Just throwing
so-
balls of metal
He's
off
just
of my
Luke
hand.
Skywalker with the metal hand.
Actually, no. That's bad idea.
It's okay.
Is there anybody
There's
else?
two things of Dr. Pepper and like
Is there anybody who doesn't
the other
have a
Tony
physique?
fridge. So that's all right.
That's right. Okay. So I'll let you be. Well, I was gonna say.
That
be
works.
this. Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
Are we going to position ourselves?
Oh, could someone hand me Ignis? He should be.
My glass.
Oh, there he is. He's right there, right next to the.
Oh,
Always good to have
there,
you.
yeah. He's right here with you.
So we show Ignis to the camera, or?
Actually, if someone would hand me the camera.
The camera. He puts the camera down and
Yeah, we are fighting the chat. The chat is the bad.
your cinematic drones. That's amazing.
Roll a d20. We'll take that. And look. And so the party looks on, and they see the two men. One is surprisingly not there, but yeah. It's John Cena. Oh my God. Yes.
You hear in the wind.
Yeah.
It's getting louder. What do? Roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here
that's
who
what it
can
was.
play
Yeah, that's
an
pretty
instrument.
close, man. You're right. You're like so. Pretty much where the cord is the like blind spot. So yeah, you can always guesstimate pretty good. Anyhow, Witzer. Thank you. So, actually, if you would do it.
This way?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, as you are here, and the wind like gets blown back. I didn't do this last time, but perceptions. But before you begin, I want you to choose that guy, the wall of ice. So,
What's the difference between the two guys?
this guy has got like I guess I'll give you their quick descriptions.
Give us their silhouettes, man.
Yeah, like this silhouette. He looks like he's holding a stick, and he's got some he looks like he's dressed very scantily, honestly, for where he is. And then this guy's a little more heavily dressed with like a nice like tall collar and some like he's got his arms crossed and just kind of like and a little more thicker coat. But yeah, so anybody who's doing this guy.
Would we have been able to tell voices?
Yes, this is the guy definitely who was at least shooting fire.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the guy who's shooting fire, and this is the other one who was talking about the ice. But yeah, so
The ice made it through my wind defenses, right?
yes.
I'm going to be going on that guy.
Okay, so fire guy first. If you're going for him, roll perception.
I rolled perception for the wall.
Okay, hold on.
One thing towards the wall.
Okay,
21.
21. Anybody else going for that one? He's making me nervous.
What's he doing?
He's winding up real hard.
I'm waiting.
Okay, so
Meta, I would have done the fire guy, but he was too interesting.
fair enough. So with both those rolls, they were really good. You clearly see this guy. He is wearing like a grass skirt,
Still going.
like kind of Hawaiian style. He actually looks. I'll send you a picture in the chat, but he looks basically like a Pacific Islander. He's got a big tattoo on this side. He's got like pretty broad chest, long black hair that just like gleams basically in this like horrible lighting. And then he's got this big, huge. It looks like a tribal like. It's like got two double tiki ends, not really necessarily like a spear, but it looks like if it hits you, it hurt, but like it doesn't necessarily look like it has any implementation for combat other than like to bat you. And then he's also got just like a simple like shells, necklaces, interesting like dangly bits. Okay. The other guy.
Is this based on sight?
This is based on sight. Well, I guess it could be based on anything, but you can choose it to be sight.
I choose smell.
Good. You smell him real good.
Smells evil.
You smell him.
He smells like a mix.
You're used to smelling dirt all the time.
Yeah, I smell really hard when I
Which
smell my
car
mask.
air freshener he smells like?
Exactly. You car.
And pecan.
Yeah. So who's going for him? What you got?
16.
Okay.
I got an 18 plus. I thought I had perception as a thing, but I don't. Plus 3, so.
Okay.
21.
Okay. So just you two. All right. Yeah. Pictures in the chat. He is wearing like a full coat that's pretty thick, but it's very colorful and white and red and yellow. He's wearing a white, like painted mask, kind of like yours. But it has like more of a face painted onto it, as well as he doesn't have the spear, but yeah, the rest of the clothes are the same.
I don't trust anybody that hides their face.
I wonder why.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's right. You're with the Earth Kingdom.
So they turn and see you, and immediately like the firebender like gets ready, and the other one just
Oh, he said what he was.
oh no! Oh my gosh, it's so meta. No, yeah. But yeah, he leans back and just kind of is looking at you, and
Wall time.
he like the more ornately dressed one is like, well, hello, what are you doing here?
Do you want us to talk to him, or do you want them to do the wall check first?
Oh, I forgot about the wall check.
That's why I asked for wall time.
Duh. Okay.
I've been rolling so hard in my hand this
You
whole
have
time.
been.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 1. You roll a 5.
Oh,
Not
that one.
Not great.
Do you want me to roll again, or do you want me to take the roll that I
Take what'd you have?
I had a 21.
Okay.
That's good because I got that one.
Well, with my modifier,
You just
but
think
yeah.
about
What about
I
what you
mean,
doing?
modifier it's 6.
I did the
Steven, reroll.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got only one.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that. Well, okay, that's a 10.
Okay.
Better
So
than that one.
you notice because yours was
Pretty low as well. Yours.
Yeah, it was only 10 also.
yeah okay. You notice that there is a specific green, like seafoam colored light beaming from the moon itself directly into this wall and filling it with this seafoam colored light. Oh, and the moon is much closer than normal, like Elder Scrolls-esque, what was the movie with freaking the crazy man, Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Bruce
it causes
Almighty.
horrible
Bruce
tsunamis
Almighty.
around the world.
Can I use my chakra visibility on it just to see if, or am I too far away for that?
I mean that, like, in a way, you think it would be one and the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just so much that you can see it with your real eyes.
Oh no! An entire planet has come down to protect this one tiny village.
Let's blow it up.
Let's stand up.
That's what the fire guy's trying to do.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, yeah. Anyway, so
Jorah's mask, but the opposite.
okay, so now he looks at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we're here to investigate the portal. What are you doing here?
He, like, the other guy immediately is like, "Well, that's none of your," and he goes, and he, like, stops. And he's like, "Yes, we are also here to investigate the portal."
Inside.
Yeah.
Shut up! Do the thing. 22.
I got that one again.
I got a nat one as well.
Talk,
so
16.
Reroll.
Okay.
Wait,
You also got that one.
Which one of you has a better?
Insight.
What is
I have a +5.
Yours is way higher,
No,
mine's +6, I'm sorry.
I don't think this is gonna matter at all.
Yep, he gets rerolled.
Nat 19, so 24. Oh, it did matter. Okay.
Alright.
We rolled the same.
I want to see your face when this. Wait, who got the highest one?
It was between me and him. We both rolled 24.
Okay.
Do you want Chase?
Yeah, let's get Chase. Alright. Let me see if it does anything.
Let's see what the record is.
Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, you can get closer, you're good. So.
You have a light above your head.
Yeah.
Saint Chase.
I wonder, is that gonna?
No, that's better. Good.
That's better.
Anyway, so. Yeah. Gosh, I don't even. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out.
How to show someone's true intentions when they're wearing a mask?
Well, it would be vocal mannerisms. That's how I
Yeah.
tell people all the time.
He is.
Body.
That's
So.
Yeah.
In a way, like, so with the way he said it and what happened, you think that in a sense what he said was true, but of course it was manipulative. Like, it was true but manipulative, or true but with purpose. You know.
Wait, only those two saw that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Having a 12, I'll say I just think he's false. He's not here about the problem at all.
You don't care about what's going on. You just think he's
I can tell he's lying.
One. I just need to get through that wall.
Wait a minute, wouldn't we know that they're lying to begin with, since we're just a combination of every nation that have been sent out to try to figure out what's going on to begin with?
Well,
I mean,
it's still a half truth. Like,
I mean,
they weren't sent by the main leaders.
Can I roll,
They were sent by someone.
Can I roll to like get a sense of like how
Or they're just
strong
of their own
Sure.
accord. It's still a half truth.
inside
I would say investigation.
investigation.
Now we're investigating.
That's a 6.
Oh well, I mean, they could be pushovers, or they could stomp your faces. But you've got them outnumbered by so many people. It shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I kind of look over.
Fire nuke that just happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. I kind of look over.
Yeah,
at
but 6 on
Xanadu,
instant investigation, so like, well.
I get everyone kind of a look of like, I don't really trust these people. Just like, I don't say anything though.
Can I tell what, like, specifically they can bend from this distance?
Fire and something.
And something? Do I need to roll to figure out the something?
You can try,
Okay.
if you so choose.
Would that just be a straight Arcana?
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because we're asking so many questions, even though literally we've.
Can I give them a help action for that? Just for.
Sure.
It's like,
Hey, you're a firebending lady. What do you think?
Does he crap on Tuesdays or Thursdays?
Does he seem lonely?
It seems like.
in one sentence, you've revealed all your
I mean, in a way, this almost looks like water tribe gear, just way not the right colors. So maybe waterbender, but you haven't seen him bend at all. So I mean, even non-bender is still an option.
Okay.
Yep.
I bet that's it. I bet he's not special at all.
So, like, have you learned what you're here to investigate the portal? What do you know? Have you learned anything?
He kind of like it, like the mask just like turns to you. Actually, no. Unfortunately, the wall is impeding us. But we do not need your help in any way. Please return to safety. Escape this dangerous storm. I can guarantee you safe passage back to where you came from if you leave. And
I'm
and
sorry.
swiftly. And when he says that, the fire
We
guy,
need no protection here.
Thank you.
We need no protection here, nor did we expect help from you either. So you say the wall is impeding us, then we will simply find our own way around it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that cannot be allowed. We are the
Says
only
who?
ones
Who
going
has
to-
the authority? Whom are you to speak for authority?
Since we are the delegation of the nations sent here to find the Avatar.
Surely you've heard of the incident at hand.
When you say that, the fire guy immediately just goes, and his staff lights up on that end and lights up on that end in fire. And he's like, looks at the other guy, and he goes, "You're not allowed to kill them." And he looks back and he's like, "Fine, I'll just beat them up until they go away."
Can I roll stealth now?
What?
Can I roll stealth now?
Hold on. And you know, at that, it's like he's like, "Oh no,
I told the dead.
He's a gong bender.
That's the secret."
Sound bending.
He's just Darth Maul.
Well, that's just.
But he like he's like, "Hold on. I'm very sorry, but I really must ask you to leave peacefully on your own accord. I can only give you so many warnings as I do not actually have authority over my partner."
That is a very generous offer. What are your intentions in getting to the portal?
Unfortunately, I am not at liberty to discuss our intentions.
Well, are you acting of your own accord, or were you sent by someone? Because surely it wasn't the leaders of the nations.
I was sent by someone.
Are you at liberty to say that?
Yes.
Who is it?
Oh, who? It wouldn't matter to you.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then tell us.
Someone wizened by age and yet aged by wisdom. Someone who I would trust to come here on his accord. And that is enough for me and for my associate, and unfortunately it will have to be enough for everyone else.
Is it the one who took the Avatar?
Kirk?
Yeah, not Kirk. You told me who it was. You didn't give me his name, but like I knew who he was. Like I learned it from the owl.
like the old wise one. Yeah, like pre, because he didn't have a name.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what did they all call him? The old wise
Just
one?
like like the old wise one, or like
Is it
an ancient one.
the ancient one?
And he like at first the fire guy really reacts, and then like he catches himself, but it's way too late. And the other guy's like, yes, we serve the old and
I
wise.
think at that I'm probably. Probably gonna launch the.
You think you roll initiative?
I feel like, especially because of your reaction, the group is just going to choose to attack
Sure.
regardless.
Roll initiative.
You're blocking our path. Move now.
Can I roll for
And
stealth?
they're like, nope.
Plus 19.
Can we roll for stealth before initiative?
You may.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes. If you did not speak, you may roll for initiative. Or for stealth. You may roll initiative.
If you did speak, you're stuck talking.
Yeah, you're in a temporal time where you're frozen. Not talk. Yeah. It's like in a video game. You're talking to a piece and everyone else is running around.
Yeah.
So they're literally like getting right behind him.
Yeah. Stop talking to him. I gotta kill him. I gotta kill him. They're like stabbing him and it's not doing anything. Get out of the dialogue. Anyway. Okay, so before we do that, I'm gonna just actually like
Roll initiative too.
Well, that's good on initiative too.
So what am I
Okay.
gonna do first?
so 20 or higher.
Me.
Okay, what you got?
34.
Four. You know.
He takes the average. This is average.
Oh, no. My average, well, actually, that would be 31 if I was thinking.
Mine would be 21, but I will always go second to him no matter what.
Well, I roll with advantage. It doesn't mean I always win. With plus 16.
You just have to roll the dice.
What was your actual roll?
18.
Oh.
Plus 16.
So imagine what Granny Una is just like looking at the situation at hand and just like. I don't know what you're gonna do. If you're gonna be more pacifist or
My
like.
initiative was 21.
Well,
You said over 20, mine is 21.
Yeah. Wait, what was your
He's way ahead of me.
your total was only 18?
my total was 34.
Okay. Sorry. I may have missed. Yeah, I meant what was your total? Sorry.
Yeah, my total is 21.
Okay, so hold on.
His is 30. God.
So actually,
Accurate.
this has only changed a little bit, but
Golly.
Thank you.
Well, combat is ironically where I'm going to
okay.
this, but I always
21. Does anyone have better than 21? Nope. Okay. 18,
19.
19, and 18.
19.
What's your dexes?
Plus 5.
Dex is plus 3.
Okay. So it's gonna be. Whoa.
You do to my name.
I don't know. I tried to do it in Chinese apparently.
like runic.
I did. Yeah. Okay. And then 18. And then
16.
16. What was yours, Pierce?
That one.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say anything until the end.
No, because we're rolling initiative, so I need bearing action. Sorry, I can't do that.
But these, this is a new flavor I've not had, but it's a Scottish ale. With angelica root and smoked Icelandic barley. So
Sounds amazing.
it is very good. It's very refreshing.
I like the horns.
I like the can.
Well, it's brewed with like Icelandic river water too, so it's like it's real pure.
Holy cow. You have another one of those?
There's 4 more in there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
It's in the cooler.
I'm not being there. Anyway, so, up first is actually this guy.
Oh boy.
And yeah, he just kind of like looks like over at him, sees he's starting to get big, like hears you say move, and he's like, "That's fine. Enjoy yourself, and remember, you may not kill them, or the master will have at you. Goodbye." And he just walks clean through the wall and gone.
I thought it was his. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
My next question is to the people who rolled stealth before initiative. Do we need to tell you those numbers?
I'm sorry, not poof gone.
Oh.
Silly me. He still has to do something. He goes here,
We all have
and he
to do
touches the
something.
wall, and then he's like, "Yow."
He makes a bending check, which he has like plus a billion to.
He doesn't do it yet. He walks over, he does something to the wall, and he just like, and he just like puts both hands on, and he's like, "This may be a minute."
How embarrassing!
Then it's him.
Okay. I'm more worried about the fire guy anyway.
He could walk through walls, disappear, and fly. He was much more unique than the other guys.
Do you have to check our stealth rolls though?
In a moment.
Okay.
When it's like his turn, he'll
Okay.
look for you.
I'm going
If that makes
use
sense.
updraft
Or
hammer.
passively look for you.
Does a
Nice.
23 hit? Fire dude?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I actually want to do damage, but he's gonna take 2 wind damage and then make a strength save.
Sure. Somebody pointed at Joey.
Sorry. I always forget.
A strength save, you say?
Yes.
Of what?
15.
He passes. Okay.
So that's all I have to say him. And then the rest of my movement. Cool. I'm gonna use the remaining 5 feet to go up in the air.
Fair enough.
I'm good.
Vertical. Alrighty. It is now over to this guy's turn. He is going to. You said you're 10 feet in the air?
Yes.
Okay. That seems good. Alright. So he just comes running up and he is going to. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Alright, so everyone in this zone. So Ignis, Mangshan, Nynaeve, and Aya all make a dexterity 22 saving throw.
I choose to pass. But I'll roll anyway.
Well, what is it that gives you that effect?
It's my when I fail. If I fail a dex saving throw, I can pass it anyway. It's just 3 charges.
What's the like? It's an item, right?
Yeah, it's an item.
What's it like? What is it?
It's just a amulet.
Amulet. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But do you want me to still roll to see if I fail it or not?
do
Probably
you
should.
can roll?
Okay. I'll roll to see if I fail it, but if I fail it, I choose to pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed it, so I choose
Okay.
to pass.
And so you use it? You use the amulet?
Well, I am in stealth too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just asking if you
Yeah,
use the amulet.
you're okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm keeping track.
Then, because it matters for a reason, so you don't know. Then, he's a little too far away for that.
What happens if we don't pass the check?
Yes, hold on a second. Sorry. I'm just like making sure if he wants to do anything else on top of it. Since there are 2 firebenders there, he is going to spend a few chi points.
No, it's a ring, but whatever.
Alright, so
Charges per day.
hand me my purple dice bag, please, someone.
Thank you. Yeah. And it's only for dex. So anything else?
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
How is bending save calculated?
It is 8 plus proficiency plus your modifier, which is wisdom.
Okay.
Bending save, also known as BS.
How do I deal with your BS? 15.
Roll higher than 15.
That's only a 4.
Roll better. How can you yes, roll better?
What is yours, by the way?
What?
Your bending save.
At 15?
Sorry, I'm just gathering
Well,
the dice.
I thought you were just saying a random number for the sake of the joke. Because I assumed yours would be astronomical.
39.
I'm level 4. I'm the lowest level of everyone in this.
Because you. I forgot about that.
I
No,
also
you're not.
took. Wait, what?
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
Lowest level what? Bender?
Lowest level character?
Anything.
Oh, anything. Oh, okay.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I actually took the tough feat because it's like Granny's been on a lot of adventures, but she's like got a little dusty, so all of a sudden she got pelted by the ice. So I was like, hold on now.
I gotta get my game back here.
So Meadow, what gives you a plus 16 on initiative?
So my wind bending mastery gives me to where I can add my wisdom on top of my dexterity, so that's plus 9 off the bat. The advantage comes from a magic item that I have on me. Then I can add my proficiency as well, and then it's an additional 5. What is that one? Hold on. I have a lot
So,
of things.
if
That's
you
awesome.
passed, you take 20 fire damage. If you failed, you take 40 fire damage.
I take 20 even though I fail.
What is the, what was it? Was it 22?
22, yeah.
Yeah.
Dexterity save.
That's incredible.
Okay, sorry for the little bit of brief report there, or pause there. Let's see, that was his first and second. Or no, that was his first action. He is going to. Then. You're still too far away for that. He is going to. Jump here? Actually, no. He doesn't need to do that. Yeah, I think he is just going to try to do the same thing as these guys here. So it'll be Yuka and Yish. Yushomitsu.
What's happening?
He's gonna blow you up with fire. Make a dexterity saving
that all?
throw. DC
Wait.
22.
I'm stealth.
He's AoE.
AoE.
Yeah, so it's not really you. It's Yuka, but you're there.
Right.
Because he couldn't meta. He could aim here because he could see these people, or he could aim here because he could see. But it's like it's a radius anyway. So
So what'd you say it was?
22 dexterity.
Beat it.
18.
Rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Whoa! 18.
That's because I'm
Okay.
hidden. That's why.
So in fact, I'll say it doesn't even break your stealth. He doesn't even gone. You don't even know.
For reasons that I'll get into when it's my turn, that might make more sense than you think.
Yeah. Which also, if you failed, he is going to only do the regular. Because he's getting a little. Let's see, 12, 17, 18, 19. You take 19 on a fail and half so on a pass. Also, someone hand me a pencil, please. Ledge. Sorry.
I'm going to get up in the fray.
I should have been more specific.
I'm going to try and grab this guy and burn him out and
Fair
sweat him out.
I gotta do some.
Fire off.
I will pass the turn as I am writing some things. It is over to Aya.
Dashing 60 feet in the opposite direction.
Fair enough.
He is.
Oh my.
How far?
Full 60 as far as I can go.
So you've got 20 feet until you need to make a jump.
I got 20 feet until I can. Well, I mean, like, as far as without having to make, like, a jump or anything.
Okay.
So, like.
So what if you went this way? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, How much did you say? 30 feet.
Yeah, 60. I am
Oh.
dashing completely out of his
30,
range.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There you go.
Yep.
You fire.
And that is where I will hang out probably for the rest of the fight. Because I am at 1 HP.
I was about to say, can you do anything for her? Yeah, survive.
Live! I can live over here!
Fair enough.
Could have killed you
It's
even than melee.
Be sure to turn the timer to yourself.
But once he goes down, I'll take him.
Just the ambulance.
Efficiency.
How
I'm sorry,
are
fresh
you-
out.
How are you ruling stealth in when it comes to using
Bending?
bending?
Uh,
Does it depend on what I'm doing?
Via the normal rules of 5e combat things, most actions break your, or like attacking break your stealth. Most actions in that capacity break your stealth, but certain ones don't, depending on when you get really specific. So,
Can I say I go into the ground?
yeah.
My 15 by 15.
Oh wait, I apologize. This is a bad fight for you. What ground?
Oh, is it all just ice?
It's just ice. I'm very sorry.
Oh no! It's
Yeah,
Steve.
I'm really sorry.
You're not sitting on dirt, come on.
So it's literally all ice. Okay, that changes things.
Yeah, it makes your world a lot harder to live in.
That's fine.
I'm very
That's
sorry.
Good day.
Wait, who's taking you? Wait, what? Oh, what?
It's good.
Okay. I forgot to make Andrew do that.
Okay. So, this is a weird thing to do immediately. But I immediately find myself in a weird situation. So, we've talked about my bracers of defense being earth.
Yes.
Can I bend those, but
Yes.
lose the AC bonus?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so,
Someone's gonna be carrying around a jar of dirt after this.
That's what I was literally going to say. We're going to
Alright, Jack Sparrow.
Yep.
you know what? I guess I could throw my mask too.
I just imagine you shoot them off like, yeah.
I guess that makes more sense. For the sake of, it would be more helpful for me to keep the bonus, but since it's a +2 AC for 2 gauntlets, does that mean if I lose 1, it's a +1 to my AC?
Sure. I'll take it.
It is.
That's insane.
I mean,
I love it.
technically, depending on how you want to rule it, you could do some weird things with this. you could make them give you more AC bonus.
Well, that's kind of thing with the mechanics you made for the armor.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like depending on what you had.
Yeah. Okay. So this changes my whole strategy, but that's fine.
You're really good, Steven. I'm gonna, or whoever that is, Pierce, I'm gonna start paying you.
I am going to.
You gonna give him a 50% raise?
Yeah.
You're gonna give them inspiration for the rest of the campaign?
I'm only doing this because I go dead last, and I'm like, damn it, I wanted to at least go fourth.
To do something. Yeah.
Okay, it's a point of chi to try to restrain someone. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
I love what you're doing. Thank you. Yes.
he just goes like he shoots off one of his hands from the void of the he's not even in the storm, I guess. How's he hiding?
Well, the storm got lost.
Yeah, you just literally, you were
Storm is
hiding in
here.
the sense that you were like you were behind now since then you've moved forward, but you were behind everyone, so it was kind
I
of
was
like,
just quiet.
yeah, you were just in the ground.
You were indistinguishable from those of us who were like, me, who I'm up front, let's go.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a very tense situation, so also fog of war.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
go through that for far back.
So yeah, I'll just try to restrain with one of my gauntlets shooting off and like hitting his ankle and like digging
Lock him
hooks
to
into
the
ground.
ground.
Nice.
Yes, I love this.
It- the visual is it like becomes amorphous as it shoots off my arm. It hits his foot like putty, and then becomes chains with like hooks on it.
Yes.
I love that. So
It's not gonna hold him.
make your. Yeah, I was gonna say. So you need to make your bending grapple. It's as if you're bending attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Remind
So
me how to do
proficiency
that.
plus wisdom
Oh, it's
modifier
that same
plus
as the other thing I
roll.
calculated. Okay, gotcha. Okay. That's a 17.
Total.
Yeah, I rolled
Oh.
a 3.
Well, yeah, he just like you do that and he
Yeah.
like looks at you weird and
Yeah.
like picks his foot up.
I've never not been on the ground before. Don't hurt me.
If it makes you feel any better, little friend, I'm freezing to death out here, and there's not even anything to make good fire with.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
I have a multi-attack.
Yeah, you do have multi-attack. That was my thing. I was like, I did all of his things at once, and was like, wow, I got 4 more attacks. What do I do?
But that's not counting bending, so I could just run up to him with a knife.
Isn't it a bending multi-action specifically?
Yeah, so you can do bending or like you can do.
Oh, I can do
it
another
is-
bending.
Yeah.
I could just go like look at him and just go like
The other one?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one, the other foot, make it.
yeah.
Take it, make it. Shake it. Don't break it. And you can't fake it.
22.
Fake.
Maybe.
Please.
You did it!
Yes. What happens is it goes into the ground, but then it like coalesces with the other one, and that's how it has
Yeah.
enough to. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. His legs are stuck for the moment.
Very nice.
He's considered grappled, so he can't move.
Scared.
Yeah. It is now over to Nene.
I'm here and I'm gonna attack him. I'll strap it if it hits.
Okay.
Do
Seems
I need to cover my put in it before?
after it hits, but before like
Before I start?
damage. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. Perfect. That's nice thing, man. That's like a 13.
That's a D12.
That's a D12.
Oh shit.
If you
Yeah,
D20.
D20's right.
Yeah. Like, I think you love all a little bit, Shay. I think you can use the D20 button.
15.
I thought he already hit. I'm like, how's he
15?
doing a D12 of damage?
I'll do multi attack.
Okay.
18. Or not 18. 21.
Yes, that will hit.
21. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pop off 7 G points here.
Cool. Are you gonna do it as a save or as damage? So like D8s or
Damage.
D10s?
Just damage.
Okay, so roll 7 D8s, or actually 8 D8s because you get one.
Yeah.
Yep.
One natural.
And you're out.
Yeah, man, this is the time for her to go off and show her power and like be cool.
That's why I backed way the hell up.
Alright, so. Get some
Yeah,
D8s
that's
here.
that's his key is also a healer.
I know.
So
Yeah,
just
I'm
really-
the healer. I
I'm
need
just-
to be healing, but.
No, it's okay. I'm just really hoping we can take this guy. I don't know how
Yeah.
realistic this is.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the thing.
It's fun.
That's why I was like,
finding out.
I was really glad you're like, oh, the ice dude's going away into the ice. I'm like, maybe now.
Maybe now.
yeah. Because I was like before I was like, diplomacy or run. Like,
It's the
that's
only
it.
way.
Yeah, when the nuking of the storm.
Yeah, like this guy by himself is terrifying, but I'm sure the nice guy is scary too. Very sure.
Nice guys are always the scariest.
We never went over what the fox spirit gave me, even though you said it gave me something.
Yeah.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
we never went over what the fox spirit gave me.
You don't know?
What? Don't know.
Yeah. You'll find out. Don't worry.
When the fox speaks, what does the fox say?
I like how you told him I'm just gonna have to kill every character. This is ridiculous. And then you're like, now your fox god.
Well, this handles him in a way
Just
that's much
randomly
better.
in response to something
I'll
in
just turn
combat,
him into
that's like, finally,
He behaves.
the
Or
fox
he doesn't
creature
behave.
uses its
39.
reaction and starts
Nice.
screaming.
Did y'all hear that? 39.
Oh.
Wow. So yeah. So what happens?
Nynaeve runs up. She's enraged at this one. She should be, normally she would have like healed herself and her friends, but she's just enraged by what this guy said. So she runs up and just creates like a double tsunami of like the snow comes out from either and comes up like two ways and just down.
Nice. And he does. He's just like, wow.
He tries to get out
Wrench,
of the
like his
way.
fire goes out on the end of his sticks. He's like, wow.
While he's just there.
He was there before.
Yeah, he was before, and now he's like,
I felt that way at Dollywood.
and okay,
Hurt
so
him pretty good. Is it?
I mean, you splashed him pretty good.
Yeah.
He looks a little splashed. Did you anything else on your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay, so between at this point, he will. Let's see, where is he standing? He will jump.
Can
He's locked to the
he?
ground.
Oh, that's right. He is grabbing.
Uh-huh. You're not going nowhere. I'm coming for you. I'm just waiting.
Alright, so
Make sure it's ready.
Time to jump out of the.
in that case, yeah, proceeding on to Ike's turn.
Okay. Is it obvious Master Dude is trying to get through the wall?
It seems like he's doing something to it for sure. Like either through it or to break it or to move through it or maybe even.
Since I think I can get through the wall, I'm going to assume he has a way too. I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
Do what?
I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
Oh, okay. That's maybe a good
Nice.
And then that's bonus action, so I'm just going to shoot fire guy.
Seems good.
How does it move out of area effect real quick?
It's probably a good idea.
Why?
It's like,
Okay.
well, it's supposed to be like, you can't move diagonal.
Oh, you can't?
I know that's weird, but
That
like,
is weird. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
that's just like base rules.
Yeah, I just think it's. I've always
I
thought.
always just assumed you could.
Yeah.
5 each, 5
Rules
each.
for moving
Yeah,
diagonally
it's
on the
weird.
grid got so complicated that we're just like, just fuck it, we don't do that anymore.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was an even number of like feet, then at least you could say it's half of that. Or
Literally the rules are it's 5 feet and then 10 feet and then 5 feet and then 10 feet. So it's like, is the first one 5 or 10? And then do you keep track of that or does it reset? And we're all like,
Yeah.
why?
that's so dumb.
Okay, Hunter's Mark him. Shoot him.
Yeah, if you go like 15 feet this way, it's really not gonna be like 15
that
feet in
is
this direction, but
15
you
hit.
could wibbly wobbly to like,
What,
I get
15
there
hit?
with
15?
using less momentum.
That's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second one. That is. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Is this a D8? I think this is a D8. 6. Yeah.
6 plus your dex.
Is it plus dex?
Yeah.
Alright, 6 plus dex, so yeah. 10.
Okay.
Ooh!
Nice. Tracking for 10.
Wow.
Shoot an arrow into him. He just kind of stabs into his leg and he's like, ah! Let's see. Yeah. After that is Yuka.
Whoa! Alright.
I've been waiting for this.
I don't know. Yuka's first move.
Wait, were you one of the people that stealth?
No, I failed at it.
I'm one of the people who started
Very much
it,
failed.
though it probably doesn't matter anymore.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that didn't. Yeah. Well, specifically for a reason I need to.
Yuka will advance just 10 feet. And Maui there from Moana finds himself encased in a cube of light,
Fair enough.
dealing a small amount of damage, but provided my roll, but using a chi point to blind him as well.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Oh, it's only an 11 for the damage.
That's not bad, though.
To attack.
Is there a save on that blind?
But yes, it's a con save versus 15.
Well, he does make.
Oh,
He's not blinded, but 11 damage?
yeah.
Blinding is a good effect to have. That's good. I like
So-
that.
Yeah, if you're not like an earthbender, and then even then, you're kind of
Right. It's not gonna be good.
And she would like to use her extra attack while bending to take another shot at dealing him some damage.
Fair enough. You're gonna add some blind there too?
Yes. Let's use another key point to try and blind him again. This time it's a 25 on the die.
Yeah. That hits real good.
So he takes 6 points of damage and con save versus blinding.
He does make the con save,
Oh.
but 15 damage is 15.
Alright. That's right.
Party boy.
Alrighty, ladies and germs. End of the round. Mention.
finally. Okay. So real simple.
When is Ignis coming?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ignis. In a minute.
He'll go after Pierce.
Hey, Hot Pants, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Wake up!
Give him a minute.
Oh.
He's a
Shin. Wait.
Well,
He's gonna move in.
what would a firebender be doing in the area?
Hopefully
20, 30,
That'd be really cool.
Or chopping down an ice wall.
40.
Remind me.
Yeah, just like showing the other fire dude up. We're gonna make him leave because of that, and that's how we win.
I'm
gonna have to
start paying it.
I did, but we went back.
We just outbend every single
Right now I
NPC
have
we come
50
across and get everything.
Okay.
I was right, a reminder.
Listen, you're the chosen one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like
The avatar.
crafting new arrows.
You're a stupid baby. What's this?
Don't run out. It'll be cheaper.
We better be the avatar.
So, Main Shin is just gonna basically run in, like sprint in, and I'm going to rage as she's. You kind of start to feel like as she's running past, Lady in here, you kind of feel the heat come off me as I just get next to this guy, and
Oh, thank God.
he still takes fire damage though, just from me being there. So
How much is it?
it is. I'm only raging, so it is 3 fire damage.
He, like, when you walk up and there's fire, like, just in the air burning around you, he walks up and again he's like, oh, thank God. And you see a little flicker of fire and he goes,
Ew. Ew, I hate it. Let's kill him. Oh, I get it. Because the get up and the big stick with the flaming hands. Matt was looking at something for inspiration.
I kind of knew it was coming to this, but I wanted to test it anyway, so whatever. I'll still beat him.
right, yeah.
In his face.
Beat his face in, man, yeah. Do it. Alright, so, is that all you could do?
I had to spend a dash action to get up there.
Oh.
I've got 40 movement, but I was 10 away, so.
Gotcha.
And also because I'm raging, I didn't want to burn people, so I ran in so that everybody's at least 10 feet away from me.
Right, that's fair, because she's in the air and she's, yeah, so, okay, seems legit. Alright, top of the round. Ice Boy needs to do his thing.
Don't do it.
He's about to
Don't
get
do
really
it.
mad. Okay, he did it, but he's also gonna try to he's gonna turn around. Like you can see, so he's holding both hands on it, and you see finally he's and he falls into it in a weird kind of dimensional way, and then he like pulls himself back out, and he like kind of puts a toe in, and like turns around to see what you guys are doing to his buddy. And he sees what's going on, and he like sees this like light prison around his friend, and he like, you see him like.
How does that affect me, by the way? Just since I'm in there, do I need to make a
It
save?
is just brighter, but you don't have to remake the save for the blindness, because like he's not like doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. But looks at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
With disadvantage.
Okay. Ouch! Ouch! That's an 11. Yeah, 11.
He got an nat 20. So he like looks over at it for a second, and you see him just like kind of turn his head and cross his arms and start to like turn away. And when he like, as he does, like the clouds move over the moonlight and block the one that's like channeling all the rest of them, and your little prism goes out.
Wow.
But yeah, he is gone.
Wow.
Okay. Yenna.
Okay.
Actually, before you begin, I'm gonna do my best. Real quick. It'll be like 2 seconds.
His initiative was better than yours.
Well, apparently ice poison, which doesn't make sense. It's against his character. That cancels out all the shit, including my. Oh, but he's good because I'm good, and I'm scary. I don't want to think about that.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If so, that means he's scarier than Fireboy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ignis again.
Ignis.
Yeah. Let's let him do stuff. Why don't we?
No.
He
There's only one flame hot enough for this group, and that's Mang Shin.
he runs over and he just like sees you over there with the guy and saw what happened with the whole like slurping the fire thing, and he's like, and he sparks up his brass knuckles of.
Oh, we took those. I took those back and put them into the sugar.
That's right. He has
Yeah,
sugar
she
beets
did,
now.
yeah, so he could throw 'em.
Yes. So you guys missed it in the bonus sode. Aya made him some copper shurikens, and they conduct lightning really well, so he can.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Side note, how I introduced to it when she ran
It
out
was
and punched him.
Yeah, it was to punch him in the gut, but it's fine.
They
But
made up now.
yeah, but he pulls out one of those and charges it up and attacks. Let's see if he can hit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, one of them like points into the guy. I'm gonna just roll again just to see if he hits the other times. Okay, yeah. He's like, and the guy just like, ching 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 ching, and at first he's like, and then they like, and he's like,
We'll tase him, we'll chain him.
really hurt, you little loser.
This guy's not going anywhere. He's gonna see what it means.
I think he's okay staying here.
Yeah. So he
Police brutality.
after that happens, he actually like, well, no, that's fine. He cries. For sure. Okay, now yeah, sorry.
So I'm gonna start by. I really want to knock him prone because if he gets knocked prone while he's grappled, he doesn't have movement to get back up. So I guess that's my best place. I'm just gonna try it again. Yeah. So updraft. Oh. Do you know his AC? Is it pretty good?
Pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna use.
18 below.
I think so. I'll use the luck points for
That
it.
sounds right.
It's literally one better. Alright.
Wow.
Inspiration deal.
Are you sure? Okay.
I had that from the bonus episode. I had a bunch of those actually.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
3.
So, 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. So he needs to make a strength saving throw against being knocked prone.
Okay.
I'm also going to. I'm gonna pump. Yeah, I'll pump. I'll pump 2 key points into it to increase it by 4d10. It's the same save.
Okay. He did pass the save.
Okay, so he's not knocked prone. That's unfortunate. I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. I was trying.
Roll that. Damn, it hits.
Rip his head off.
Yeah, pretty much.
So with it being halved, let's see, 17 halved to. So it's 12 total after the half.
Okay.
Yep, wind damage. And
Oh boy.
Just gotta move.
Yeah,
You gotta move.
okay, who's this?
That is.
Okay, I just need to back up a little bit here. Okay, I can't move any more than that. Okay, that's good.
At the end of your turn, so you.
I'll fly up a little bit more.
Okay. So you like hit him with this. Like you run in, burn him up, hit him with this, and then you hit him with this big gust of wind, and he's just like he kind of like not really stops, but he almost is just like, all right, listen. At this point, I'm definitely gonna kill you all, or. Well, you're not going to kill me. I'm going to kill all of you, or you're going to stop. So, please, yada yada, grand plan, etc. Stop or
Are we allowed to try an insight?
You may.
Okay, cool.
I assume I'm too far away to even hear that.
That's that.
I'm right there.
That's the wind blowing.
I'm too pissed off. I'm ready to punch him.
Fair?
Am I too far away to hear that?
No. He's trying to be loud.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. So not natural 20, 21. Anything over here on this side?
Oh,
Okay.
insights.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I like having insight on situations. I think that was an 18.
Cool.
Okay. +6.
I mean, it seems like he's completely earnest in what he's saying. Like it seems like you guys have beat him up a lot for what in fact for a human you should already be dead, really. So you're like, well, so he's probably getting low, and so it is like desperate animal time. Like I don't want you to kill me, but I have to win, so. Sorry, but I might have to just blow up and do maximum and hope to, pray you all pass your saves. Is kind of what he's saying. So,
We need to get through to the Avatar. As long as you're in our way, you can leave.
well, and what makes you think the Avatar's that way?
It's in the spirit world, and that's the way into the spirit world.
You all have been talking to people that you didn't need to be talking to. I gotta report back on that.
You talk too much.
Okay, yeah, so.
I say that fully aware that he's grabbing.
Right. Then he will.
That's on us, bud.
Yeah. Okay. You see him like. Fair enough. I'm real sorry. And he like.
Do I get to take my turn before he does anything?
No,
No,
it's
he's
his
just
turn.
blowing a legendary action.
His
turn before mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his turn is before yours, but actually this is and a legendary action.
Okay, I was gonna say.
But yeah, he just like holds like his hand over the stick basically, and just like channels. It seems like the fire comes out of it, but then it seems like when it does, he takes a deep breath, and like your heat all around, and then the fire from the ends of his sticks, and like it just kind of just breathes into him when he takes a breath, and then he kind of exhales, and the heat like goes back into the air, but the fire's all gone, and it seems like literally where he was, like you see the things get pushed out of him, like the shurikens that were in him, like they fall out, and like kind of seems like he's healed up a little bit, and the arrow's like slightly less deep, like it's like pushed out a little bit. So
Still restrained though.
Yeah, and that was actually now. It is his turn. Okay, so on his turn, he is going to do this real quick.
I'm just wondering all the different effects, like restrained and grappled, and I wonder how easy it would be to argue between the different effects, because that's basically what the bending rules are. It's just like a status effect. You can use a point to it.
It puts the grappling effect.
Yeah, but I wonder, like, unconscious. Do something like that.
So he is going
He's
to
unconscious.
go to move away from
Grappled is
Meng Shin. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Hold on, sorry. He's going to make the strength save.
I can make them restrained.
Nice.
So yeah.
What? Grapple check, Pierce. Or Luke. Because, well, it's about to be. It's about to be grapple check, Pierce.
Great. I want you to wrap up this guy.
What is it?
You two are in love. It's weird.
One.
I used my reaction reroll.
Oh! Hey, Serena.
This is a very important roll.
It's a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
That's not bad.
It's
He's still restrained. Yes! So in that case, he is going to just... Yeah, okay.
I took a big risk.
How high are you?
15 feet currently.
I like the visual of just little chains keep sprouting out of it.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like it breaks out of one and it's like, crap!
It's the same earth, it just...
Yeah.
Picture it more like picture it more like it turned to sand and it's just like lunging at him.
Okay, everyone, dexterity 22 saving throw. I'm sorry, everyone but you two.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Nat 20!
What's happening to me? Natural one!
I am
I'm so grateful.
proud of that roll. I'm just glad I don't have to roll when I'm not
Yeah,
far
it's been a
enough
lot.
away.
That was not. I've had 2. You've had 2.
Yeah, I feel like as the person that keeps restraining him, this is targeted that I got a nat 1.
He's had 2. Didn't you have 1 earlier, or was that just you rolling?
Oh, that was me rolling on accident. I've not rolled 20 tonight at all.
The mechanics say that since I don't have concentration yet,
Okay. And that means I took
I have to
advantage
spend my
because of
turn
evasion.
focusing
I
on
used my
concentration.
I pass and I have fire resistance.
So that
I
makes sense.
can
I wouldn't be able to dodge.
Right?
I mean, that I'm only saying that now in the future. You could still argue that I could dodge, but that's this. That's my visualization of
what happened right now.
Yeah.
It might just be because you're so out of your element that you slip on ice.
Yeah. I'll get out of the way.
Okay, so
Comically slips on nothing, but he's alright.
if you passed, you take 50 fire damage. If you failed, 25.
What?
You mean back?
I mean, yeah, the reverse of that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second now. Backwards. I take half of that.
Yeah.
So,
Backwards.
if we passed 55?
If you
Oh,
failed 55, if you passed 25.
Okay.
Did you hear what happened?
No.
Okay, so I rolled with advantage. I got a 16 naturally, and I'm like, I have to get a natural 18 to win. I only have 1 luck point left, but I can't get nuked here, so I used my last luck point, got it exactly an 18.
Nice.
And evasion, I take nothing.
Nice!
It's like,
Doesn't that 20 give me anything special?
You eat his fire.
What's your HP?
I'll have 5 left after I get hit with that.
I also got a nat 20.
I'll say you both, since you are waterbenders, you're in your element right now. Oh! Yeah, actually, percentiles, both of you, right now.
What is that?
You know, so it's 2 D100s.
Oh,
Whoa, it's a 1D100.
2d10.
between the two of them, yeah.
Two percentiles.
Well, it'd be 21.
Okay.
One of these in the D10?
Yeah.
My bad.
I was not being him.
The percentile is the same as the.
Yeah, like that. And then, so the one with the 0 is the first, so like 53.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have some relevant information. He's no longer restrained.
Oh.
Well, I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well, first off that. Second off,
You guys is annoyed by that.
Just go flying in the explosion, like spilling out onto the ice.
you both like feel this heat wave bash over you, and you both like instinctively like pull your bending up like the ice in the wind, and when you do, you realize that like the moonlight has now shined on both of you, and you feel rather empowered. You get that percentage of HP back.
Of your max.
Wow.
Okay.
And I get nothing.
Wow. Okay. So
I get freaking nothing.
Are you the one saying, I have 1 HP on this?
Just gives you the finger.
You get
Hey, wow, that's amazing. I know, I ain't running over there.
totally awesome.
That's not with AoE
Yeah.
over there.
It's best to stay out of the way.
I wish that the other bending had a goddess that they
Thank you, God of the elements.
You do?
Firebending is dragon?
I may have found out that I'm recently water tribe, but hey, it's the sun.
It's the sun.
I feel like I kind of like manipulate the water, and you can manipulate the light just to like.
They never say it, but that makes sense.
The moonlight.
And mine is the earth.
It's one of those Christianity murals, but instead of having just like a star or something shine down, it's the freaking moon.
But yeah, you two feel much more powerful. In fact, you feel as if your bending itself is more powerful. You gain an additional 0.5 chi points temporarily.
Whoa.
Like to your maximum. So yeah, so half your max, you get that many bonus temporary.
Temporary chi points.
Yeah.
So half max that'd be additional
I'm
temporary
glad I
15.
dropped that bomb of key points.
Yeah.
Use the temporary. I would use that as soon as you can.
But no, temporary plus 3 since I've spent 2 already. Does that make sense?
What did you spend it on?
In my attack 2. I was down 2 already.
So temporary goes in a separate category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so you don't need to worry about that.
Alrighty, so that is still his turn. So you did the pillar of flame. Who is now down? I'm gonna like actually knock you over. You're down. Anybody else actually down? How hurt does everyone look? One.
Technically, I haven't been hurt in this fight yet.
Oh, fair enough.
You just said bring it on.
I got cut from the storm on the way in.
Yeah, I'm not even half health.
I got literally knocked down to 1 HP.
All right,
from
just
the
check
first
in.
attack,
You
which
just
is why
clothes
I
are
disengaged.
smoking, and she's just, I don't care.
Just checking in. Okay.
Me too. I look like I've been hurt, but for whatever
So-
reason, we just were invigorated. I'm just like,
He is very not happy that happened that way. So he is going to, now that he is no longer restrained, he is going to run this way.
Opportunity attack.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
All right. Yes, please.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Reckless attack.
Do it.
Hit.
I'm gonna try and grab him and restrain him. Would that be strength for me? Or
If you're doing it as bending restraint,
you can't do
just
that.
physical grab him, then
Yeah.
that's strength.
Okay, strength it is.
Can you
Perfect.
do a grapple as an attack weapon?
Okay.
Okay.
You have to hit him first as if you were going to attack him, and then say no damage. I'm going to try and grab him.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then you do the check. Cool.
Seems good.
I will.
You learn something every Saturday.
That's a natural 20.
Shoot.
Critic on a grapple.
He is going.
I have done this numerous times before. Okay, so
You just lunge at him and bear hug him?
Mechanical question.
What's that?
Joey?
What's up?
Can you legendary resist a grapple?
So that's just an attack roll. Now you do an opposed check, so that's only on saving throws. So no saving throws have been done.
Fair enough. And he has to get a nat 20.
Oh well,
Or wait,
it's
a 45 will do it. Okay, he's got a chance.
Good lord! Have we killed this guy?
He didn't.
You're messing with us now.
It's his thing. He keeps bringing up their stats, and they're all insane.
Oh, anyway, sorry, yeah.
at the beginning of his turn, I'm sorry, I should have said this. He takes the.
Oh, the burning.
I don't know what he does with it, or if it heals him, but he takes
slurps
it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
he slurps it.
So he has to physically eat it. Is
He
that
he goes, and it just eats it. Yeah.
okay? So now that I assume I have him grappled.
Yeah, you do.
Can I put him in a fucking chokehold?
Not yet.
If only Book was here for
So
poetic
that was.
justice.
It's still his
He's
turn.
supposed to fire
He is
your
now
second.
grappled by you, so he can't move away.
Wow.
So he's still going to use. He's used 2 actions so far. He is going to. You're hard to beat for him because he just does fire.
Mm-hmm. I do too, but I also can still kick your ass
He's
by
just-
punching you.
He's just gonna smack you with his his flaming weapon here.
Yeah, the best.
Okay, go for it.
I can burn you.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Eat cricket.
I just realized now to cancel enemy attack crits, but I can cancel crit fails on my friends. That's
awesome.
All the good
And
crits.
then
So critical to have.
18 fire damage.
Well, did you roll to hit me or did you do an AoE thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a nat 20 to
Oh,
hit.
then yeah.
It was a critical.
So that's
but-
critting?
Yeah, that is crit. It wasn't a very good hit.
5 damage to you, sir. No, I'm sorry, 3 damage to you, sir,
Yeah.
for smacking me with as flames erupt off me and hit you. But
Fair enough.
okay, I'll take 9. That's fine.
I'm rubber, you're a glue.
Now I'm at half.
Okay. It is then going to be Aya's turn. His turn took forever. Sorry.
I
There goes a few turns.
will bonus. Well, I'll use my normal movement and then bonus action and dash
Cool.
to the wall exactly.
Cool.
And I'm going to I'm just be like, I don't know what's happening behind this wall, but I somehow need through it, and I'm gonna try to Arcana check it or something now that I'm super close to it.
Sure.
See if I can't
Arcana or religion.
or religion.
Actually, yeah, Arcana or religion.
Okay. Holy moly. That would be 21.
Okay. You can, when you come up and touch it, you feel the energy of the moon like kind of like flow into you for a second, and you can feel your hand like becoming like almost like water as you begin to push it further into the ice.
Okay.
Wow.
Well. All right. I don't know if there's anything else I can do from where I'm at, really. I was just trying to get through the wall to see what's going on because I only got 1 HP.
Right.
And if I'm inside the wall, seemingly he can't hurt me.
Did you say how many feet tall the wall is?
Bazillions. It's really
It's
tall.
super
Like,
tall.
It's tall.
All the way to the moon.
It's
Might
tall.
be a chance.
Yeah.
So if we start climbing now,
Yeah, it's slippery.
So,
speak your earth
If
hands
I-
out of your braces.
so I have a question about that. Since I bonus action dash and I have my normal action, can I use that dash another dash to like move forward into it or through it, or how does that
I mean,
work?
you can just like, you have some movement left, don't you? Or are you out?
Well, I use 30 movement to get over to it, and then bonus action dash. So do I still have 30 movement on top of that?
Yeah,
when
you
I
have a
got to
little
it?
left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go completely or attempt to go completely into or through the wall to figure out what's going on.
Take a deep breath.
So you go into the wall, and you sort of like become liquid and just like flow through this wall. And when you get to the other side, though, you can clearly see like a horrid, like the storm from before on like every drug. Like
Oh,
you think it
Lord.
might kill you just to step out.
Okay, well, I stand at the edge, and I'm just gonna try to perception to see if I can see the other dude.
You
No,
can't even
I can't even see like 5 feet in front of me at all.
Yeah, you might be lucky if you see a foot.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
you can't see your nose. Like if you.
Well, that will be where I end my turn.
Fair enough.
In the safety of the giant ice wall.
Fair enough. It is actually Ish's turn.
You say Yish's
Ish's turn.
Yish smolders.
Oh yeah, he's I forgot he's small.
He lays on the ground and smolders.
Wait a minute. Are you doing the whole tangled smolder?
No, he's doing the
Can we see-
Jumanji smolder.
Can we see your smoldering hook?
Yeah.
That's a 15 plus.
Oh my
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Gotta write that down.
One success. You did. Okay, very sorry about your life, Dave.
At least my face is protected.
I'm gonna move
The rest of you
right here,
are-
and I'm gonna heal Yeesh.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's very happy.
Let's
Very,
go 50
very
points.
appreciative.
You're physically not right now.
How many tree points does it take? Man, you guys are at weird amounts of HP.
Well, the problem was I got hit really, really hard from the storm, and then you literally dropped me to 1. So I was just like, I'm not waiting for
I'm
his
out.
turn anymore.
Yeah.
And I've got a bunch of AOE people. Nope. Big old nope.
I'm out.
I was more like trying to find information and see if I couldn't like slurp myself into the wall since he can't burn it.
Okay, so who is next?
I'm still going, sorry.
yeah,
Okay, you're. I wanted to keep track of time.
Yeesh for
Chase is up.
24.
If you want to
Oh yeah, our waterbed just got
aim it.
buffed. Great.
He already did.
Oh, I see. I just happen to be there.
I'm so sorry for like knocking the table.
And I will shoot a bolt. Are you doing pretty good on health now?
I'm halfway. I'm good.
Okay. I'll shoot a bolt at something. I'm gonna throw a shard of ice at him.
Seems good.
21.
Yeah, we'll hit.
Spend 2 chi points.
Can I breathe inside of the wall?
You're liquid. Why would
You're
you-
liquid. What oxygen?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's in there with your hydrogen. Just don't mix them up.
I imagine as you.
Yeah, you want
That's
H2O,
when you got,
not
like, literally,
H2O2.
Yeah, like trying to keep them separate.
That is 18.
Damage?
Yep, 18 damage.
Seems good.
And you got 24 health back. Yes.
Thank you.
That's pretty good for him.
24 health.
Yeah.
I'll just scribble that in for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. At the end of
And that is, throw a shard of ice at him, and it's Ray of Frost, so his speed is reduced by 10.
oh, okay, I will keep that note.
Well, he's grappled, so
He's still
yeah.
grappling, but yeah.
Oh, he's grappling,
if he breaks free.
Right.
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm gonna hold him here, and I intend to
Just a bonus. That's just the bonus effect of the attack, pretty much.
So, at the end of your turn, he is going to,
Much as you like.
I'm gonna basically, kind of copy your shtick and burst out from himself. Let's see, everyone in. I'm very sorry, Yeesh.
No.
I'm back.
He's
He's got to spend 2, 3, and then 2.
I'm back and you won't get the best of me this time.
Is that good audio?
Oh yeah. Love it.
Sounds like it's
The dump truck of damage is coming for you, Yeesh.
22 dexterity saving throws for everyone
Please,
in
Yeesh.
this area.
He's so
am
good
I
at
out of it?
dexterity.
Yeah, not again the same 2 as always is not
Can I even make
No
us?
last inspiration.
Like, I'm sitting right next to him.
pretty much no, but yeah,
Maybe at
pretty much no.
disadvantage.
What was the?
Wait, is this considered an attack for him?
Again.
Yeah.
That's
Then it has advantage to hit me, so I'll take disadvantage. Yeah,
Sure,
I'll take
that
a
works.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I like that. as a
I'm okay
mechanical
with this.
concept.
How much did you say?
It's DC 22.
Fuck off that shit, firebender.
I failed too.
I also fail.
I'm gonna die again.
Come on.
Good morning. Oh.
Yeah.
What I miss?
17 on a fail. Half on a pass.
Oh. What?
That was a small explosion. Okay. Going over.
As with our water bending potential, does that change anything? I didn't know. Okay.
Height.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Woo. I'm still hanging in there, but ow.
25,
Yeah.
30,
It's getting rough.
and I'm gonna shoot him.
Really need to craft shield lights.
17 plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
26. That's it.
26. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna do the planar warrior thing. That's 6 damage plus dex. Which is
You add your dex afterwards to the total, right?
yeah.
Whenever you're rolling.
Oh no, because planar warrior is something different.
Oh, okay.
So-
I didn't know how that worked.
At least, yeah. So
Warrior, huh?
10. So 10 damage for that one, and the planar warrior is just 6 damage on top. So
It
16
is.
in all.
Okay. So you see him shoot the arrow, and as you hear the whistle of the arrow echo really loudly off of the back of the ice wall, and you just he turns and sees it, and then just and he summons a wall of fire tornadoing around him, and it doesn't stop the arrow, but it slows it down.
I'm gonna try and hit him again. 18 plus 9 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Sexual arrows.
Oops.
That's a very specific power.
8 damage. And that was my
Alright.
bonus action. So
And that wall of fire is still kind of around him. we are over to Yuka.
All right.
To camera yourself in there.
I'm gonna assume I can't get these arrows back because he fired.
Perhaps.
Yuka wants to concentrate that cube of light, like within the 5 feet around his head.
Fair enough. All right.
Heavily concentrated, and is spending a key point to try and blind him again. That's a con save versus 15.
Uh-huh.
So 7 radiant damage.
Okay, so you notice. I'll do the damage first. You hit him, and first off, the firewall does not do anything to this.
Okay.
Obviously, for what it is. But also, he almost got, he was like, "Ugh," like his eyes squinted, and then he was just like,
Can I use another chi point to double that damage? All right, that's what I do then. It's 14 total. And on that second attack, she'll just keep that cube of light around his head and use another chi point for 4 more damage total.
Fair enough. Anything on the blinding, or?
Yeah, let's use another chi point to try and make that blinding.
Good.
When you add a chi point, I think it adds a D8 to the damage.
Yeah, but isn't your thing with the light bending that you can?
Yeah, I can choose to use a chi point to blind with a con save against it, or to double the damage if they're not blinded.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
he saved.
So it's like you get something either way.
Yeah, so he made that con save as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Meta, he has plus 12 to it, so he has to roll a 3.
Have to roll a 1.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Cool. We are over to Name Shin.
How thick is this ice?
How thick?
Yeah, like, has it looked like from all the flaming and the hoo-ha and me standing there, like, so it's thick. Okay.
That's
like,
dummy thick.
You're on a
It's thick with
full-blown,
2
like,
C's.
glacier. Like, in real life, these things are like 150 feet.
Sure,
So, like,
that's fine, that's all I need to know. So, I've got a hold of him.
I hope he erases that.
I'm going to attempt to choke him out. I mean, by that, I mean so that
Close as I can to like,
he's eating the fire damage that's going on, right?
not exiting, but like
If
in the ice
if
wall,
he
I'm
can't
going to
eat,
move
will he start taking the damage?
Yeah, because do you want to be along the edge of like getting out though, or
You,
want
like,
to be as
see
deep in the ice wall as already?
his skin is likened to yours,
Mmm.
but he also can just swallow it, and he's like, not only is it not hurting him, but what he swallows seems to empower him. So stopping that could help you. Like your typical OnlyFans girl, what swallows him empowers him. What he swallows empowers him.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So wise.
Oh yeah, beyond my years.
I guess, yeah, let me see if I yeah, honestly, I have him, yeah, let me just choke him out and just see if I can incapacitate him and just get him down, like, or at least start the process.
Yeah.
So, he's grappled, I have advantage on this, so I'm not reckless attacking.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Does anyone want to? You got those gravel sheds.
I love them.
What's left?
You really squeeze in on him, and you manage to you pretty much you just grab around his throat, and you're not able to prevent his breathing, but he can't slurp Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not one of
Breeze but no Slurpees. Seems good.
Does he take any damage from that, or am I just how? With that, is he like?
Are you doing it like as an unarmed attack?
Yes.
I mean, I'll let you.
Like I already have him grappled, so I could just attack him. Like, but I'm trying to.
do an also a thing. Yeah, I will say you can do like just unarmed damage.
Okay, that's fine. I crit on it anyway, so.
Right.
Use my fancy dice. Could have been better, but that's okay. 14 bludgeoning damage, I guess you want to call it.
Choking him in the freaking knee and the ribs.
I don't know if it matters, but that first arrow was force damage.
Oh, okay.
Well, then he's dead.
Yeah, now he's dead. That was his weakness.
He's got to be hurting, right?
Define hurting.
Is he below half?
Define half.
So I get another.
He's like close to half.
So I get another
I'm not
attack
that
on
great at
that.
math, but he's right around there.
I get another attack.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
We've done like over 100.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm raging. 16 on damage on that last one.
Okay.
He keeps trying to leave.
I get another attack too, so.
But, like,
Yeah.
he's losing, he's losing.
24?
I'm not sure if he's trying to leave.
Oh, that's right. He was not anymore.
At least conversationally wise, he's wanting us to leave.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Fair.
reposition himself to attack other people. Make sense.
Another 9 bludgeoning.
Very nice, man.
So yeah, you just kind of see is like I just have him in a like grapple and I'm just.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. She is cracking him up, man. Alright, so.
Fix his back.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
And you die.
Fire and a massage. I'm so glad I met you today.
You are just a treat.
Best friends.
Yeah, pass.
Okay.
I was trying to think of something else I could maybe do, but I don't think it's a. I don't think I need to go supernova around that. So I'm gonna keep just. So pass.
Okay. At the end of the round, he is going to between turns use his legendary action. Everyone.
So I just want to move out of this.
I just want to have a turn
Okay.
alive.
Instead of everyone in this area, I just have to.
Again, missing me.
Yeah, everyone but Andrew and Steven. Make dexterity 22 saving throw.
Can I Arcana check to see how the hell he's like doing this or healing himself, and maybe see if I can just like. No, fuck you! I eat it.
Maybe.
I did.
You
Because I
Oh, he's way higher.
but I also crit failed.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Remember, this was supposed to be
It's supposed to be like way later. Y'all just went there.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I got a nat 20. I'm just like,
Die!
We're gonna kill him.
So tell me, can she absorb half the damage I did?
No. Okay, so he's gonna.
No. You're the DM. You could if you wanted.
Yeah.
the ice bender went through my defensive wins, but this guy's like, nope.
Okay, so 12 if you
Pass or fail.
fail. 12
So you fail.
Half, 12 is the max, half is the
You stands there looking around like, how can I help? How can I help? And then falls on her.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Poor Ian.
I helped you for 24.
Yeah.
I got hit both that last time and this
He's
time.
been doing this in between us. Like, he's got legendary action. I fuck you up.
Yeah,
Like,
he's powerful.
and then it's gonna be my turn and it's just
power.
Yeah.
It is a great
Do
power.
your thing on death saving throw. Oh, I got that on health.
I appreciate the help nonetheless.
I'll kill you again.
Appreciate it.
You know,
Oh, okay.
somebody camera it, if you please.
Oh, he's getting up and going over
running.
there.
Oh, he's coming
Someone
to me.
follow him.
Oh, no, he's just getting up.
I'm gonna go over there in a sec, but
Oh yeah, I never decided on it.
do you still have him grappled?
Yes, I still have. I have him in a full-on choke lock. Like,
Would it benefit you if I also grappled him, or are you good?
How does that work?
Well, I mean, you would just, if he breaks out of his grapple, he would remain in mine, is the idea.
we're at a stalemate, kind of, because he's kind of got the edge on me, and that he can slowly whittle me down if he keeps doing this. But if we can kill him soon, like, I'll hold him.
I'll just use my remaining 2 key points. I can't do either of my techniques on him while you're grappling him, so I'm just gonna airbend.
Does it matter? Like, why can't you do that?
Well, okay, so one of my abilities would knock him prone, which would, you can't be grappling onto him while I'm trying to, like, up chuck him
Okay.
onto his back. And then the other one is a wind blast, which would send him backwards 1d4 times 5 feet. So that would be outside of you ending your grapple. So either of those.
What if I went with them doing one of those things? Does it do damage? What if I want to?
You would take the damage. Look, I'm just gonna do a different thing. It's okay.
But what if it would be cool if
It would be really cool.
Like, how cool would it be though?
Wait. Would it possibly be what puts him down? Because if it does, I'll take it.
It's less. It's either a D4 or D6, like more. And then I'm also gonna do 4d10 damage.
You can punch him
Separately.
Yes.
So I don't think it's gonna do
Ultimate players never take turns
So I'm
to
just
beat him up and explode it.
That's fine. You do you.
that's funny. Okay.
Is a kind of fire that can't burn certain types of people.
All right. So I'm just
That's what I
gonna
call a lame fire.
I'm gonna
Give us
airbend.
mixed signals here on our
Ooh, this'll be cool. I want to.
That's the idea.
So a 10 by 10 foot cube centered on him, not affecting her. I want to suck out all the air around him using 2 key points to do damage.
That's fine.
Okay.
Saving throw, I would imagine.
Yep.
So how many 2?
I'm using 2 key points. Yes.
Okay. So
40
roll 2d10 or 40d10.
Yep. Wow. What's the saving throw on that? I'm just curious.
So since there's not really a way for him to not let you. Oh wait, actually, he has to think of a way, and I just thought of one, and it's dexterity. And it's Constitution. That's funny. It is. Yeah, it's gonna be con instead because I just realized that he can just. Yeah.
He's being grappled and he's trying to choke him out, right? So
Yeah.
wouldn't it be harder?
It would be a lot harder.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Okay.
Sorry.
So he looks over and he starts to see you do something, and he just kind of like elbows you real quick, just enough to like not really let go, but just like, and he just goes. Yeah, takes a big deep breath.
Okay. Did you pass or?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So
He knows about airbends.
He's met Airbend.
29 half, so it's 15. Cool. Wind damage. And then
The thing is, he can beat the
I
breath out of
need
him.
the fuck away from him because that's too many lucky saving throws. Okay, so
And you know that where I'm out of it.
Did I see Aya go into the wall?
He was sneaking.
I was sneaking from everyone that has named themselves as an enemy. So you could have seen me if you turned around and looked.
Is it feasible that I would have seen that out of the corner of my eye?
I will say this: you saw her go over there, and now you don't see her.
Okay, I want to go that direction then.
Sure.
Just to. I'm still 15 feet in the air. I'm just I'm going in that direction. I'm trying to look around if that's cool to see if I can see her or find her.
Yeah, do you want to make a perception check?
Yes, please.
If it matters, he can still see me through stealth for my choice.
Well,
Is it based on sight?
it is based on sight.
Cool. 21.
I'm trying to think. You're still in the wall.
Yes, I am deep in the wall.
That's the thing. I don't.
If it's
Yeah,
not
I mean, you
possible,
just
it's
see a
fine.
wall. Yeah.
Okay, so I look around. I feel like if I could see her, that I would have. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. It is his turn.
To use your glasses.
Okay. He's
Infinite sight.
like done. Okay.
Done.
Well, I'm like combat-wise, I'm like tapped. That's why I'm running away.
I'm fine. Just give me a
I'm
feet.
still kind of in it, but
He's
he
gonna
trumps
make
me really hard.
Check to get out of your grapple.
Okay.
I guess it's opposed. So.
Wow.
25.
Okay. He actually does break out. Thank God. I needed him to be further. I want to break free. Okay, so he
Careful with that, Matt.
so he breaks out, and then he like you.
Oh no! Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
further,
shit.
further.
He jumps.
When he does, I need everyone here
I hope I don't take damage.
to make
I'm not useful.
the same dexterity DC 22 saving throws.
Is that me too, or is that
No, actually,
okay?
not this time.
Does that give me immediate failure?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
In my box?
Me too.
sorry.
Am I outside the radius at this point?
Yes.
As far as my not dying saves is what I meant.
Yeah.
If I take a bunch of damage. Okay.
And
It's
then
just a hit. It's one failure if it's a crit. It's
Gotcha.
and if it's more than your max, I'll do it.
it's okay. It's not bad.
More than
wait,
my
plus
max?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
What's your max?
45.
If
I think it's not
you
close to that, so just pay attention.
if you failed,
Dex check, dex save, sorry.
22 dex save.
Like normal, right?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. 20 or 10 to half. Like 10 if you pass. Also, if you fail, you are knocked prone.
Yuka's knocked out. So please, if you would just knock her out there. Cool.
I'm still standing, but also.
Alright. And he's going to jump over here. On his way down, he's going to crack you.
I'll use my defensive winds as a reaction.
Cool. I forget.
So for it's just a melee attack, right?
Mhm.
So make a strength save versus my bending DC.
Oh! Pass.
Okay.
Keep going. Okay. What's your AC?
19.
That will hit you. Fuck. Okay, so this is. And then he's gonna. How hurt do you look? Oh, you're at full.
I wasn't at full. I got hurt by the storm. I'm at 34 out of 45.
Okay. Down to like respect.
Sit down
So
there
for
first.
your own meta knowledge, I'm useless in combat at this point.
Oh, I know. So I'm just gonna put you out of my misery.
You said you were down?
I'm prone.
Oh, prone, but you're not. Dead.
36?
Damage?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay. So he smacks you on the way down,
Wow. Okay.
and then when he hits the ground, he turns to you and just starts wailing at you with this little thing. He's gonna make a total of 3 more attacks, but yeah.
Interesting point of order here. I'm gonna go past the one he's
Okay. What's your AC?
That's a good question. 15.
Okay. So all 3 hit. So I'll just give you the damage all as one, because it's all fire.
Might as well get my calculator out now. I'm assuming it's going to be larger than that.
We really should have ran.
Oh, you should
35.
35?
Yes.
Okay.
Before you do anything else, how does the nature of my unrestricted by grounding and everything happen when I'm unconscious?
It's actually kind of beautiful. Because even when you're unconscious, you're still not tethered to the earth, so you float like as if like you were in space. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You just go careening.
Well, I don't have any momentum, so it's
He slammed you into the ground and then you just kind of
yeah, you hit me. That was my only momentum, so I'm just like, it's probably going towards the ground.
So that's a thing. So you're knocked over. Did that take you out, Stephen?
No.
Wow, holy crap. Okay. Damn it. How are you?
I'm hurting, but I'm not dead.
Okay.
We can fight the DM.
He at this point is like, all right. I think we've had enough. If you
don't
would
mind.
please go away, I will be glad to let you all leave.
We are not leaving without the Avatar.
Well, I really feel bad about that then.
Out of curiosity, since he's so close to the wall, can I see him?
Oh yeah.
How hurt do I think he is? He
Roll a medicine check.
a medicine check? Oh
Yes.
my god!
Does his
Have-
chocolate eyes not
Break
see
free.
health?
Well, I think he's talking about his physical health.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like he's a spirit.
Spiritual health? How's his spiritual health?
Pretty good.
He's praying a lot?
I can't.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot of wounds, but honestly, no one hit him that hard in a way that was like really stuck out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's hit you in ways that would hurt you a lot more than So, so yeah, again, he's basically at like so you said no. Do you chime in at all, or do you just go with you know what she says?
He's standing next to the wall, right?
Yeah.
Who's next?
It would be Aya, and then Yeesh, and then Nami. So Aya's the head.
I'm
Karaya.
still raging and just I have nothing to say. I'm in.
Fair. Okay. Then yeah, Karaya's turn.
How far away is he from me?
He is technically. Well, this is 2 squares. It's kind of messed up. So 10, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 feet away. But not
Is there a way
really,
for me to feasibly, with 60 movement, get within 30 feet of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm in the wall.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, hold on. Then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see your plan here.
So.
Please finish him off if you can.
Oh yeah, you're at 1 HP, which is more than most of us.
Insert who wants to be a
he's
millionaire.
within
Final
30 feet of
question.
me, correct?
Do it. Where's the shot?
Well, he can't. I don't think that he can get in the ice wall.
You know. I say if you get a shot to take him out or do something, take him out. I mean, we're all
Take
gonna
him out
die
and do something.
anyway.
Alright. Well,
in theory, you're so insulting he hasn't seen you.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna throw my needles at this distance because it's within 30 feet.
Okay.
Now do
You have to step out of the ice to do that.
I would. So he's within the 30 foot. So I can't throw it while inside of the.
Easier water.
What would you throw it with? Your hands that you don't have, or perhaps those needles that are also liquid?
Is it turned all matter into
Yeah.
liquid?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're being
Can
the
you
with
put his arm out and throw?
You could, but then how do you see? With eyes that are liquid? No. They have to be eyes. Like for good stance and for good like to do it correctly, you need your whole body.
Do you think you're getting out of here without us?
I mean, he could technically just, or she could just be like, I'm in the ice.
Yeah, right.
I mean, for as long as that holds.
We're all unconscious. The bad guy slits our throats in our sleep, and he does the rest of the campaign by himself.
We all just
Exist permanently as
we come each Saturday and just sit here and watch.
he comes out on the inside, he's dead. But in the storm, he comes out on this side, that guy's dead.
I have to be within 30 feet of him.
Schrodinger's.
I have to be within 30 feet of him no matter what.
Yeah.
What a boy.
So, even with the movement that I made,
And don't forget, you have an ally within 5 feet.
well, yeah, I understand that, but with the attack, I have to be. That's the max.
Yeah.
I can throw.
Oh wait, I thought they were between. I thought they were 20 to 40 range. 20 is short range, 40 is long range.
It's the basic dagger.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Remember?
Yeah.
So it is.
I was thinking
it's
something.
literally like max is 30.
30, yeah. Well,
So-
there you go. And you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 exactly.
Yep. So I can't. Even with my, I can't even get close enough to attack him.
Yep. Because he already moved.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah, I'm at max
Wait.
movement.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't he still in stealth? Do you have your bonus action? Can you dash?
That's what I did to get there. I moved the full 60.
Okay.
Which I don't even think you really.
I think he still had a couple feet.
I know you would have needed, yeah. 30, 35,
He could've
40,
stepped
45,
out
50,
before-
55, 60.
Before
Actually,
he
I
went
mean,
here, he could have.
Yeah. But yeah, like you can be out of the ice, but I'm saying you
I'm
got
staying in
You're
the
gonna stay in
ice
it?
where I was.
it. Okay, alright. Alright.
I am
Anything
unconscious.
else?
I go to the wall and I drink you. And I get back on my feet.
I walk over there.
You're powered up. Get in there. Okay. So,
Shot in.
I love how you went from being the
What
most
is
powerful
this?
guy in the room
I-
for the last few
Okay.
campaigns to
Okay.
being like,
It's
I am
okay.
literally useless.
I love it. I bleed real hard in his direction.
well, I mean,
Yeah. That's a 12.
oh, okay, good.
One more.
Succeed.
Well,
You're almost stable.
No.
Because he went down again, so it resets.
That's
Well, still.
2 more.
anyhow.
You're almost stable.
Well, technically, if it resets, but you keep going, then you're still
I'm
alive.
immortal.
Yeah.
You can't kill me.
You just have to roll.
Oh, are you not?
No,
Hell
I
yeah.
have
Do things.
4 left. I will stand up.
Oh, you got knocked prone.
Cost half my
Oh
movement.
my
right?
gosh. Okay, cool.
There is
So
hope.
spend
Yeah.
2 G points.
The healer's alive.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, the healer's alive. Like, oh no. There's hope.
Yeah, but that guy does make people explode.
Oh, can I hold him? Well, I can't really hold an action from there. Yeah. Just trying to think of if there was anything else I could do.
By the way, how's Fire Guy looking at this point?
He had me rolling charge.
He's unkillable.
My
We
lord.
really should have ran.
Probably. Yeah, we should.
It would have taken some convincing for you to have run.
Leave.
You know.
There's so many options.
Yeah.
It is
Well-
an open world.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like,
24 points.
Yeah.
It's follow New Vegas
wow,
if you,
thank you.
take the Deathclaw route.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happened. But it's,
Reload our save.
but I have a plan for that. Like,
Thank you, Nani.
that was the thing. When I said, like, when I came to you all and
Thank you.
and said, like, how do you want this campaign to go? A little bit railroady or total absolute to go anywhere? And you were like, go anywhere. So I had to right away for you to be able to do that, even if you got your butts whooped whenever you got there.
I personally like video
29
games
to you.
with that philosophy. What?
29 to you.
Thank you. Was that at the cost of not healing yourself?
Yes.
Well, you should
What a
maybe
good
heal
lady.
yourself.
What a good lady.
I can't do anything to help. You might want to heal yourself, but I appreciate it.
That's true, but,
Can't talk until after he's
I'll
healed.
use-
She's healed you. I know.
See, you don't even know it's been. You've been up and down this whole time. It's like,
I'm gonna remember this fight like a dream. It's like, everyone exploded.
And then they were just gonna move away, try to get out of the way.
It was very
It's
cold.
just very emotionally imprinted with fire.
Next time I see a torch, I'm just going, whatever.
I'm still.
you just walk next to me and you're like,
You know,
But why are you so scared?
the Hippocratic Oath wouldn't let me let you lay on the ground.
You're really
No.
She's a healer,
I'm
which
still.
is better than a
Wait,
doctor.
did you pick me up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick me
Did
up.
it on your own.
Yeah. I'm just like smoking and then just like pushed up onto my face.
Yeah.
Sketches you up with my guys.
Oh my gosh. So yeah,
Dying over.
Yeah.
it is I start. Wait, okay. You get back up. You do that. He sees that. He's not having that. He's done with all of your craps. Saving throw. Dexterity 22.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll take the time.
Wait. Actually, no, not you. You are outside the range, so just you two.
All right.
Please.
I'm about to pass out again. Yep.
Sorry.
Roll all ones, Matt. Roll all ones.
Is it bad that I really have been rolling a lot of ones?
That's a 9 saving.
Can I give him inspiration? Because I had like 3 built up from
Okay,
yesterday
right
from
here.
bonus sods.
Sure.
Why is this rolling so badly? Oh my gosh. It's still not going to be enough though. That's a 20.
It's 12 or 6. 12 if you pass, 6 if you fail. 22
I'm
was
still
the
alive,
DC.
though.
So.
I'm 12 if you fail, 6
fail,
anyway.
and 6
Whatever, yes.
Yeah.
I'm so.
This is a weird enemy.
If the better you do it, then the worse you do
That would
it.
be a funny thing if
He was so pissed off by my mechanics, he's like, no, the reverse of that.
Yeah.
No. The opposite. Out of here. Anyway. Okay, so that was between, so I.
Okay. Okay, they stood back up and are still standing currently. Oh, I was just gonna run.
Am I the only one still down?
I think so.
That's funny.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a big flip. That
Yeah.
was actually like kind of maybe
Okay.
pinnacle to this fight.
I'm pretty hurt.
I'm like,
We're all hurt.
Yeah.
the least worrisome
I
person.
love how you're getting into character over there, Pierce.
I've been in character. What are you
Yes.
talking about? I've been smoking this whole time.
Yes. You are deep in character.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're very blessed.
Do I?
Yes. Did I not tell you?
You go
that?
ahead. Hey.
Like this, and I'm like,
Well, I'm
so many
questioning.
things
Do I
Yeah.
trust them enough to actually be able to take down this guy, or do I just still run?
I mean, if you want to make a
Good reasons.
like an Arcana or Religion
Yeah,
check to see maybe how
yeah, after you get unconscious.
what's left of him.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'm gonna do Arcana.
Unless they specifically
that's
do
a
something
19.
else temporarily.
You feel as if at this point, like everything you have done has been really critical, and you have just been doing maybe 10% less than you needed to ever really be able to get this guy. You're not sure if it's because you guys are just not quite to the skill level yet, or if you just didn't approach it with the right like ideal, but however it happened, like this guy is just like a step ahead of you no matter what you do so far.
So I say that so I cast Etherealness, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Into the wall.
I'm guessing that's part of your portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yish is finally conscious to see you.
I just suddenly disappeared. And then, how did, it's like spirit stuff, so like,
Yeah, so
I
sorry,
know,
I got
like
distracted by
Etherealness spell makes me invisible to things, but how would that look? Would I just disappear?
So
or
you
would,
just literally like you just like go away. Like
Okay.
you just see like
mirage, and she's gone.
Okay, so I've moved into the wall. Fortunately, that's as far as I can get.
Fair.
But I'll still try. And am I now water, or what did I
Well,
see?
did you go into the
Yeah,
ethereal?
I'm
But
in.
did you go ethereal first?
Yeah,
So you're not water.
but
you
it
just-
ends at the end of my turn, so
Oh, so you turn back?
yeah.
In the middle of the wall?
Yeah.
You
I'm desperate.
You feel like you feel like at first you start to come back and you're like, maybe this will be okay, and you realize for a second like it's cold and dark and it hurts, but then you're like, you feel like you see the green light like emanate around you, and you just kind of like become water.
Cool. Can I see through the wall, or like do I see anything?
You
or-
just kind of,
I'm
in
just
a
wall.
way, you are water. Like you feel like water.
Okay.
Like yeah, you just
Okay.
feel like being water.
Sounds good.
Slicky boy.
Yep.
Okay. That's my turn.
Cool. It
Do I
is.
see him at all?
You know, you cannot see, but you know she's there.
Water. Okay.
Water. Water has a
Water.
Your sister droplets in the same sea.
That was from Frozen, but it's also from alternative medicine.
Okay.
Unrelated.
Yuka. Are you down?
No, you can
I am back up.
Good.
All right. Is that dude right in front of me?
No.
No.
That's this guy.
Right.
I am.
Dude's way over here.
But I have seen my friends pass through the wall.
Yes, you have.
Let me see how far something is.
Or actually, no. Technically, you haven't.
Right.
Because
true. I mean,
ethereal,
Yeah.
invisible when she did it, and then was gone away when she did it.
Oh
so
yeah, this is perfect. I can dash my full action.
Cool.
Die
And use the charger feet.
Yeah.
Slam into him.
Yeah.
Just for the heck of it.
Alright.
I love this.
Why the heck not?
You're like the most blasty character, but you're also like.
Totally PO.
I imagine you just running in to tackle him. And,
Right.
Yeah.
One last bit of fun before you die horribly.
Yeah, she just saw Yuna get blasted into unconsciousness.
She charges into him with her light blade lit. It's a +7, so 26.
Okay.
All right. Just gonna use a chi point on this to double whatever it is.
So she's a
So
lightsaber.
that's 18 damage. Plus the 5 for the charging, so 23 damage.
Very
Interesting.
That's awesome.
She's bold, but she doesn't have good sense. But she is bold.
Punch her alone so it can't
I don't
breathe.
know what our alternatives are at this point.
She like runs it, like elbow checks, like shoulder checks him in the back, and then just like cuts across, and it just like sears his back, and he's kind of like, ah, how did that burn? What the heck are all of you? This is not making any sense. He is not happy. Actually, at the end of when you do that to him, he does it right back to you.
Yeah.
Make
does that. He's
a
22.
dexterity 22 save.
No, she
No.
doesn't.
Oh no.
No, man.
What's the range on that? I'm not in that, am I?
You're not.
I didn't think so. Okay.
17 if you fail.
All right, she's down again.
Hey. He's very not happy about this. Okay. At this point, well, no, you guys are you guys still feeling confident?
Was that an AoE that hit me, or was it
It
just
was.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm sorry.
If I was
I
on
feel
the
warm.
ground.
There, you
Whose
Okay.
turn is it now?
Does that change your
Ignis.
trajectory again?
Ignis's turn?
Yeah, Ignis
Wow.
is like,
Does that change your
Ignis gets a
trajectory
turn?
again?
yeah, Ignis
Maybe I'm not going towards the dragon anymore, which is
moves
not
over
like
towards
hovering
you.
in the air.
Yeah, just
And like
He just saw you could get down.
Right. He like runs over towards him, and he's just like, I don't think this is going to work.
Goodbye, Tian.
Yeah. And like so this like he melts some of the ice over here.
Oh no!
But it's fine, it doesn't hurt you because it can't. And you just like literally it digs into the ice.
How much?
If you want to know actually how much it is, it's
So I have questions about his fire. It only hurts those that are pure-hearted, right?
it only
Or
hurts.
doesn't hurt?
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Food on the wound.
This is not like that's a vague way to put it.
Good Donnie Young. I'll make sure of it.
It's not. It's like it only hurts those with pure intentions in there, or without pure intentions in their hearts and motives.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, so he like blasts this, just like absolutely melts every single bit of that, just incinerate there's steam bellowing off of it in this huge eruption of golden flame as it like puts out your eyes, and then you just see like his like mouth is almost like scarred looking, and the ground is just singed, and the guy is standing there like, were you gonna like burn me or? And Ignis just like, wow. Wow. Oh, Ignis. Poor Ignis.
Truly useless.
Poor Ignis. He tried so hard.
No, they're warm now.
Yeah. It is now up to Yenna.
Another fail?
Okay.
Did I get a turn there? I didn't feel like I got.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I took him before you.
Okay, I was about to say because I know I'm last
I
for
was
sure.
trying to be last,
That's
but I like, yeah.
It's such a shame that I have to redo my turn.
Oh yeah, I'm terribly
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
So Nation sees that a lot of her friends are down and not looking good. Some have disappeared outright. But nonetheless, I think she's gonna. 30. 35. Where are you all exactly down at? These two? Are you in this square or this square? Who is
Ignis is there, and she is technically in this square. So like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it. Just
while y'all are down, you all take
farmer loser.
so everyone within 10 feet of me takes the 3 fire damage. As Mengshin runs up, she's just gonna start trying to just bash this guy's face in at this point. Like,
And he flips it. The
that's
right
fine.
Yeah.
Who else got hit by that?
The 2 people that are down over there, which is Ignis and
Not you.
Yuka's down as well.
Yuka's not awake to question.
So, brain fart. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, wait, I have to. Yeah, reckless attack for advantage on both of these. 23. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I almost had a natural 20. Didn't quite roll it. So yeah. It. Uh, 10 bludgeoning damage. As Mengshin comes in and she, in her kind of a standard style of hers, comes and just swings a really hard elbow into his temple. Also burning people around him or she. I'm terribly sorry. Second attack, same as the last.
Oh, did you burn again after that hit?
Do what? No, it doesn't do any. I'm really just punching him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's fine.
The same roll as last time, 23.
Okay.
Nine bludgeoning damage as the first one cracks, and then she kind of like flips up and like hits him under the jaw with her other elbow. Just. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So top of the round, you know. Whee! Holy crap.
Not 20. I'm at 1 health. So I just want to say in roleplay, I'm just still floating around. I just open my eyes and go, ooh.
I'm sorry. 4 more bludgeoning damage because I'm raging for 2 for each of those attacks, if that matters.
Oh my word. This is so funny. I was wondering how you guys were going to get me down if you got through this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
She's going into the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same difference.
You probably.
I might land on the moon though.
Yeah.
I can hold my breath for it.
So-
Definitely. Well, I'm unconscious. Damn it.
So
I was about to say, you put me down.
up,
As soon as
but you're like stable at one, or can you actually?
I can do things, but my turn is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's your turn, right?
I'm 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
So you're out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay. That's all I care about.
look,
How do I look?
not great.
I'm hanging on.
Okay.
You could do it. You should have done it, but shenanigans.
Right. Well, let's try it. So he's gonna try to smack you.
Oh, you're just gonna try and hit me?
Yeah.
Bring it on, then!
Yeah.
Come on! I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are you right beside him or are you over?
baby. There.
I'm wherever I was before.
She's fine. Yeah. She.
Kinda like
That's.
Okay.
And I'm still aesthetically
Right, you're up
prone.
in the.
But yeah.
Oh, you're still prone. Oh.
I'm prone in midair doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
just
that's a thing.
aesthetically I look like I'm dead still.
Got you.
We don't know you're alive yet.
Yes.
Okay. So. It's 20 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
What did you roll to hit?
A critical.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm still up. Bring it on.
Fair enough. Okay. So, I mean, he doesn't do a lot of melee damage. He's a bender. Okay. Well, that one definitely. Oh wait. Because you are reckless attacking.
Yes.
Have been.
Yeah, I just did, yes.
Okay. Just making sure. But I was like, I'm pretty sure advantage against you, but just to not cheat if I wasn't. Okay. 10 bludgeoning and 5 fire.
I'm down.
Okay. Then he is going to. You don't have any way to like auto resist. You can't not take 1, right?
It depends on the nature of
If
what.
it's a save.
If it's a save, then if it's a dexterity save, then as long as I succeed, then I take 0.
Doesn't have. You had to waste 2 actions on her.
Welcome. I took it.
Knock you over.
Truth be told, it took you blowing up all of them with all of those attacks and then finally hitting me a little to take me down. So
This is so 30. Oh. Narratively speaking, fun because it's like if we had showed up when we were supposed to, this would not have been nearly as tense of a fight.
Yeah.
And now it's like
Okay. He's gonna try it.
7.
we're fighting for our lives.
Does he know that I'm alive?
No.
It doesn't. He's gonna.
It's just AoE.
Yeah, this will technically, like, if you two weren't in the ice, it would technically hit you. He's just going for a final flare.
Oh.
Final flash.
Well, if that's the case, he might try to kill me if I don't succeed here.
Oh crap! I didn't think
Well,
of
you
that.
got up, so do you have to? Oh, you have to be healed to reset your.
Well, I have 1 HP. My death saves have restarted, but as long as he does over my max damage when I get to 0, which he totally can do in 1 hit, I'm still instant dead. But if I succeed on the dex save, then he does 0. That's ridiculous.
31.
Is it a dexterity save?
It is a 22 dexterity saving throw.
Got it.
Okay. What about
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeesh and Nanise?
Oh, what?
Yeah, dexterity 22 saving throw.
I have millions of kills.
Yeah.
It's just inevitable.
Can I have a turn?
After you restrain?
Okay.
Yeah, all you did was restrain him and then went down.
Are you down as well? Okay.
Well,
I think
I don't know. How much damage is
31 if you failed. Okay. So everyone. So I'm gonna go to like kind of like soft initiative.
Can I take my turn?
Hold on. Like so soft initiative now, but yes, it is the next person would be Am.
All right, so he's.
So he
I'll wait
he
for
pretty
the-
much down everybody. Like she's at 1, but like faking dead currently, so you don't.
I don't have key points. I'm
Yeah,
not used to
yeah,
it.
so she's faking dead, and then you know, like you can sense her energy, but like not really. Like, what health are you at?
Oh, I'm at 7.
Okay, so you can tell like almost completely dead, completely beat. Like, and even
Can I
like
perception him to see how dead he is?
that was hard. He is tired.
He is tired.
He's tired. He really wanted, like, he really needed that to be over when it got over.
Can I roll to see if better how much health he has? Please.
I will put it like this. What is your maximum damage output? You could do 2d6 plus 5.
He's
So
within
plus
my
10.
running range.
Yeah, well, hold on.
I have a D8 weapon,
Yeah.
and I can stab a bitch with full sneak attack damage.
So yeah, so hold on. So 4d6 plus 10.
It's 3d6 plus the D8 plus 4 dexterity, because it's a dexterity.
So 30 max.
I could.
You could get him.
I could.
You could.
Go for it.
You could get him.
I'm gonna take the risk.
This is the rogue situation. Come on, man.
Because everyone else is down. I know that my ranger is right there.
You have theoretical backup.
I literally, all he would have to do if I roll shitty is run out and finish him off, and then we leave. But I still.
He's got a freaking encyclopedia.
Yeah, it's not just this. It's this.
Okay.
It's this.
Wow.
This would require
Bring
some.
it in if you would.
This is relevant.
Yeah. You guys think? Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, man,
So
and all of it's for roleplay, not for combat.
My kind of character.
Well, I have key points for combat. Those are down.
No choice, huh?
I'm just for combat, just a little bit.
I'm gonna do in my as a player. I want to go and kill him, but as a character and seeing everyone down and me being at the state that I'm in, I'm gonna walk out of the wall,
Okay.
and I'm still stealth,
Yes.
and I'm gonna walk up to literal next to him
Okay.
and literally touch him on the shoulder, and I'm just be like, stop, just stop.
So you like he's like facing like away, like he's facing this way towards like main shit, just making sure like he's kind of like panicking, like, are you okay? Okay, get your pulses, and like you tap him on the shoulder, and first he's like, oh!
Like I literally like I'm just like, all right, stop.
And then he's like, all right. And he like
Just-
say like.
And I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "You can't get past the wall.
Nope.
Your dude's in there in a gigantic death storm.
Yeah, Diz takes that with him.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to leave.
Good.
And when we get, if we ever see you again, if we can ever make it out of here, then just know that you're on my shit list."
He looks down at Mei Shen and he's like, "You tell her when she wakes up, I want an Agni Kai, and in the sun this time."
And I'll be like, "You'll get whatever it may be."
You're absolutely free to go, and he does. And
Is it my turn?
Are we still in soft initiative? Do you want to do something?
Yeah, do you want to do something like
Well,
or
yeah, because I was gonna try and move out the wall, probably figure out that there's that giant storm, and realize I need either an airbender or a waterbender. Because now I have to get the Avatar, either beat him or just sneak up and grab one of you guys and bring you through the wall. So you guys are all down, as far as I know, so I'm gonna shoot him. You're not a waterbender or a airbender. Now, I didn't hear you say anything.
I'm gonna scream at you when you come out because we're in stop initiative to literally stop. Because you're going to get yourself fucked, and I don't want to have to piggyback everyone else on 1 HP back to the damn bison and try to fly away. Because this is not okay.
We gotta get the Avatar.
Oh my lord.
I'm sorry. My flaw is I'm convinced of the significance of my destiny and blind to my shortcomings and risk of failure.
I fully support you.
I'm sure Mei Shin would approve.
I'm literally I don't approve in character, and I'm like watching like, oh, she made peace and so what the hell?
Okay.
Peace in this world. Warms your heart. Oh no.
The first one's 19 to hit.
Pulls out the
Okay.
equivalent of
You
gun.
hit him.
This one's a
He is going to use his reaction to flame wall.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
What the shit?
That is 9 damage.
Ow. Points into his shoulder.
And then, but I'm doing the planar warrior thing. So that's another 7 damage. And that's 4 summons.
Is he?
Okay. Yeah.
I can't use defensive words on anyone else. Never mind.
And when I see him take damage from this, how like it, I'm
he's
standing
talking
next to
to
me.
you, and all of like he's kind of put his guard down, and is just talking to you, and all of a sudden you just see like, and he's like, oh! Or it like starts to come, and he's like, and then oh! And he like looks at you like.
I screamed for him to stop when he came out, and he's not listening to me, and I'm just looking at him, and I just go like this.
I will go back. He's in the way of us getting the Avatar.
We can't even get
We're
through
on
the
his
storm
list.
that's on the other side of the wall. We need to move.
As I'm knocking my second arrow.
Once
We
again-
got through the storm earlier with a waterbender and an airbender.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
Okay.
This fire guy's just like,
So my wind did
Take my inspiration. That's my last one. Do it. Do
it's
it.
like
Okay. Come on.
That's so bad. Well, yeah.
The highest
Third
of
just
those
flies off
yeah.
into the and he's just like, he like looks at you and is like, well, if you want to give up, I suggest standing back.
I would prefer you not currently,
Stab him.
and I prefer you not really. Don't.
so many people around him.
I can't.
Oh, fuck.
Are you gonna allow me enough movement to get away from him?
Yeah, I mean, he said you can, like, if you're gonna if you're gonna not fight, then you should move.
I
move. We're in soft
Do
initiative.
you go back into the wall?
So, how many people are down around him right now?
1, 2, 3. If you're counting this.
Would you allow me to use my action to bring them all with me and disengage and run away? Or, like, how many people can I get the fuck out of there?
Right. Well, what's your bending size limit?
10 by 10.
Okay, so 2 people, and then you'll need a chi point each because they're heavy.
I have 0 cheat points. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna dash and disengage.
Straight up.
And just wait. Can I carry one at least?
You could, you could physically.
Are you
carry one.
down?
I am.
Okay, I carry you. Guys.
Cool.
Okay,
That's very good. Very good.
dash?
That fits.
What?
Just
Oh yeah. Let me.
Or do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a long way.
Okay.
I literally am out of his radius for whatever he's about to do.
Fair enough.
He blows up the entire northern water.
You
Well,
might
I'm
be
not
able
with the
to.
on the continent anymore.
Yeah. Doesn't count.
I knew this fully well. I was gonna die. Yeah.
Hey, we're only 5 feet off the bat.
If Yish even had a chance to be stubborn and make a stand for his beliefs, but instead he's just been like there.
So, yeah, he just like jumps over to you
Yeah.
and
Misses.
maybe.
Oh,
That's definitely not a miss.
Yeah, that's.
He already moved out of the way.
I have. If I had more HP, I would have been up for a fight. But as of
40?
right now,
Or
Damage.
oh, did I do deck save or what?
He crit. Like, he
Oh.
uses an attack. I
Okay,
keep
yeah.
rolling 20s with this metal dice today. I think
No,
it's
I'm
like,
not dead, but I'm down.
Just cracks you in the side. You just collapse in a bag of potatoes.
yeah.
I
And
guess it's
so-
just me and you left.
Yeah. I
Okay.
grabbed
Yeah, so you grab her and you go this way. So he jumps over, does that, and then he hears like, and he looks back and wait, you're okay? Are you done fighting me? Yeah, sure. Are you lying? No.
Is he gonna inside
Airbenders
check?
don't lie.
I don't hurt her.
I know. I'm not gonna hurt her.
Okay.
Not if you're done fighting me.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Well, good.
Well, good.
With that being the case, I'm gonna literally walk up to him and ask. I do not know how Agni Kai promises or anything, whatever the frick you say work.
It's a fire duel. She'll know what it means.
Do you have any? Do you have to give him anything? Not contact information, but like, is there a way for? Because if I tell him this when he wakes up, or this when he wakes up, or she wakes up, she's going to deck me. So I don't want that.
No, she'll know what it means.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Well, is Ignis at all awake at all?
Oh yeah. Tell the fire prince I liked his flames, but being limited like that only slows you down.
Okay. Well,
If you're gonna burn somebody, you gotta be willing to burn everybody. That's why I like that Meng Shinker. She's
since
willing to
I'm
burn
not
anybody.
fighting you at all,
Lights her his friends on fire.
Yeah,
well, since I'm
I'm at 0.
Can I
Since
do a
I-
medicine?
put it back on there.
Can I do a medicine check
Oh,
on her
it-
while I'm carrying her?
okay. Well, since I'm still talking to him, can I ask him what happened to all the people?
Like in the north? I think they're on lockdown. You know, what is it? House arrest? For a little while. Till the storm blows over, you might say.
You mean they're behind the wall?
Yeah. The moon's not gonna let them get hurt. She loves the northern people.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, wait on.
We're all like the water tribe. She loves the water tribe.
The moon showing say.
What?
15 on my medicine check. Can I stabilize her?
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Can I?
Maybe she realizes it's a threat now that you guys got taken.
Well, it's unfortunate.
I crit failed twice. Oh, and then I had to use my inspiration.
Wow.
Look, that for me.
This isn't going to be very helpful. He's a rules guy. So, when you talk to him, just try to be polite. That's his way.
That's this way.
Yeah, that's his way. This is his way. This is the way.
Can you promise me that none of them will be harmed by him? Like he won't physically attack them himself unless provoked.
I mean, I promised you the same thing, but look how it turned out.
Well, my cohorts are kind of dumb in a sense of that matter.
Excuse me!
Jump into conclusions.
Fire Prince willy-nilly. So...
Yeah, I did that because he was hiding shit. This dude's more straightforward. I like his style.
Says the rogue?
Says the rogue, yes.
Says the rogue. But yeah, you know, that's what you know. Only the same promise that you got. Don't be an idiot, and then you won't get hurt.
Well, at this point, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to gather my friends and leave.
Fair enough.
What is your name?
My name. I'm glad you asked. My name is Turu Apu. Turu Apu.
Oh, wonderful DM. Can you please spell that?
T-U with a little thing over it. R, and then U with a little thing over it.
Is it a
little line.
A line?
Yeah.
So T-U.
Do I recognize? Do I recognize the naming conventions?
Yes.
If I were awake to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Granny, you know his name means fire. In ancient, fire.
So
That's fitting.
spell it one more time. T-U.
F-I-R-E. T-U-R-U.
R-U with another.
Yeah. Dash A-P-I. Turu Api.
I've got to go.
Fair enough.
But I will say, if I'm not conscious to say it, I need my bracer back. So if someone notices, or if they wake me up before we leave,
Yeah, they're gonna stabilize you.
I assume it's important, so I'm going to pick up your rocks.
Thank you.
Your rocks. I'll pick up your rocks. Good rocks. Pull out a broom and sweep it up in a dust pan for you.
my charge.
No. I hardly know her.
Good lord. And then,
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
I'll get horribly
Make
sick.
plans. Yeah.
See, yes.
Call me and let me know.
Is Law still down?
everyone except
Stop.
for me and you.
I stabilized him. Or her.
So,
these three?
You
Okay.
may, you take the time to...
So they're just stable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone is stable. He's just there. He's kind of watching you now.
I would still probably
You
attack
better
him,
be
honestly.
chill.
I mean, if we were awake,
Yeah,
we're
if
just
we're
stable.
awake.
We're just
That's,
as
that's why I was asking to see how many hours it would take for them to get awake. Because I rolled a 1 for her specifically, which was good.
Right.
I'm hoping
If
it's
you
more
want
for
to
them.
roll for them, yeah. Go ahead.
It's one.
I'm just gonna gather him up on the Sky Bisons, and I'm gonna be like, you drive one, I drive the other one. We're getting out of here and going back to the Fire Nation.
The storm is gone?
The storm.
He when you ask where it's not.
Oh, okay. Is there any way you can get your friend to
Oh.
send the storm away?
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
No.
No?
I mean, hey, this! I don't know, man.
Do we recognize his name after you said it?
No, he said it before. That's his name.
Okay.
But he's like, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now that he's gone, part of the storm's gonna be. Oh shit! I gotta. Fine. And he's like, which way you heading?
I'm just gonna point the way we came.
Yeah, I'm pointing the way we came. We're just in unison.
He fire jumps up and it clears some of it. And he's like, it's gonna be a long walk for me. I mean, Diz promised he'd take you back. If I break one of Diz's promises, he's never gonna let me live it down.
Okay, so we gather up the unconscious bodies on this guy bison and go?
Yeah.
That's-
He just like keeps blowing holes through it, and eventually like he blows a hole through it the first time, and he blows a hole through it the second time, and then you notice like it starts to like naturally clear up, and he's like, okay, I think he got the message. And just goes back. Bye. Thank you. Pleasure fighting all of you. Hey, Agni Kai.
Am I physically awake for that?
he's
No, that's
not-
right. That's right.
He's
that's
not
right.
physically
Yeah, yeah,
awake.
yeah.
I'll tell him later.
Okay,
But yeah,
cool.
he's out.
And we're just gonna fly straight back to the Fire Nation and
Cool.
try to heal everybody there because we don't have
Like a
anything on us to heal
So
us.
after
I have lots of healing.
Yeah, he's got tons of healing.
Tons of healing.
Yeah, we
supplies.
can take
I'm
a
good.
short rest once we get to a safe place.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get the fuck away from him.
which you travel outside of the storm, and then after about an hour, it's nice and sunny and clear. After about an hour, the everyone starts to wake up, and you're all sitting on the back of the sky bison, not really sure what happened if you were unconscious.
I ain't gonna be the one to tell him. I'm gonna put him on the Sky Bison with you.
What are the sky bisons we're on?
I have
What do you
every.
want?
Were we the same? Or, well, I guess we couldn't be the same configuration.
I'm taking-
before, 'cause
I guess not. Yeah. 'Cause-
unless Lane was dropping our sky bison, but
I'm putting.
Well, he was.
I guess he could be driving it. Yeah, she
he's-
could be
he's-
driving it.
oh, yeah, she's driving.
Me,
Fruit.
Yuka,
yeah.
and Lan.
And I'm
Okay.
driving Annabelle. So
I have you on your Sky Bison. And I have you with me
Right,
because I know that you'll understand what will happen if I'm sitting there,
right.
pretty much almost dead.
Okay, so I have these two.
Okay. All right. So again, you guys begin to wake up. You know, you're on the Sky Bison. You have no idea what
happened? Where
has
are we?
happened.
What?
We are leaving and going
What
back.
happened to that firebender, the man we were fighting?
Literally almost killed all of us, and he is still alive. Then
Blood and ashes.
Are we close enough to where I can participate in the conversation on the smaller?
Yes, you're like
Sky
traveling.
Bison? Cool.
Yeah, closely.
I'm gonna
yes,
say I'm
he-
on the
Yes.
bison with Lady, you know.
Okay.
I said, well, yes, he won, and he was so kind as to spare our lives.
I come to you and I'm like, are you hurt, lady?
Very much so, but not yet. And my spirit is high as ever.
Please,
it's like,
please
I-
rest. Please rest. I allow me to may I attend to your bison.
Oh, that
So-
sounds wonderful. Thank you, dear.
Okay, so I take over the reins.
Fair enough.
So
I'll go ahead and start healing people by whatever way is necessary.
Right. Yeah. So
I would tell you to take care of her first. Well, I mean, were you awake? He stabilized you.
He did,
No,
but I
you
had
weren't
some-
conscious. Yeah,
Yeah.
It took an hour for them all to wake up at one
Okay.
So I would like. I mean, you're healing up. Like, you don't really need it mechanically.
Yeah,
You're
I
healing
can-
up.
over time. I could heal indefinitely.
Yeah, you're healing up. You're, kind of waking up and realizing what just happened. Yeah.
Might be good to return the Fire Nation and
That's what.
actually talk it out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Because we need to talk to somebody important and drop
Yes.
some names.
After many hours, the last person to wake up is Venus, and he seems to be almost like beyond just what you guys were as far like his body is not reacting, but his chi is completely blocked almost in a way.
Did you say you
Yeah,
knew
that's
about
not good.
Well, I told everybody
And
on
he
my bison.
slowly, like, you see
I guess
him
I
kind of
could've-
like
I could've
wake
healed.
up and he like
I healed
coughs
everybody.
like an ashy
I would've done that.
fire out.
Cool.
And he's- What is happening? And he,
We're
like,
going back home.
We're going back to the Fire Nation. That bender won. We are leaving.
Wait, us and we're okay?
Yes, he let us leave. He was very nice.
That explains it, I guess. I couldn't burn him. I knew I wasn't supposed to try, but I tried anyway.
Don't worry about it right now.
And he coughs up some more ash, and it looks like it's got some blood in it.
Don't try to bend. Just rest.
He just lays back down.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that later. I'm going to try and rest too.
You're enough.
Yeah.
Just staring north.
Yeah, I imagine it's a pretty silent ride.
Yeah, the rest of the quiet, sad ride on the way back.
I do turn to the lady for a moment. I'm like, I could use your help.
Yes, in what way?
Someone of your esteem would be most excellent in negotiations, but I have a contact within the walls of the Fire Nation. Maybe they know someone or something about this mysterious firebender and his friend.
Perhaps.
Anything criminal that may be transpiring if it's of the Fire Nation, but then again, I think I might know what he is. He's the same as me. But I don't know if he's still part of the tribe or if he has been in exile like myself.
What support do you need from me in this endeavor?
Just a friendly face?
Oh, I can do that.
You're the friendliest of faces. So fair enough. So you guys, long, quiet travel back to the Fire Nation. As you arrive, you're met with kind of like excited procession and then like confused. You got back fast. As you kind of solemnly land in the courtyard and,
Who all's there to greet us?
Ignis's father and some like advisors and soldiers.
I'll explain exactly what happened.
No. I'll explain. So I come up in full salute to the Fire Lord, and I'm like, my lord, I am terribly sorry. I accept full responsibility for the failure of this mission, but it seems your son has fallen ill. Either something has happened in the north to cause him to be this way, or perhaps his encounter with a mysterious firebender.
I drop his name.
I was afraid of this with my son going out into the world. I knew that this might one day happen. His power is not of his own. Bring him. We will send him back to the temple. 15 more years of meditation. I broke my fingernail when I did that.
You broke your fingernail when you did that?
I did.
My lord, do you wish for me to stay by the prince's side and protect him?
Yes, if you will.
15 years.
Well, since I have my duties, but at the same time, I have concerns.
Yes.
I have concerns.
Tell me of this strange firebender. There are not many masters I am not aware of as the Fire Lord.
We know his name, right?
I know his name.
Turu Abi.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, as I say his name, I'm gonna look at Pierce's character. I'm gonna be like, he said something about an Agni Kai with you.
I have never heard of this Turu Abi. He must be a obscure master. Was he really this strong?
I come up and I'll let you all hear it meta, but I come up and whisper into the Lord's ear, and I'm like, you do know of my position, yes, and where my roots.
He like nods.
I think the assailant is of the same.
He is a danger to which we cannot know the extent. This trouble in the north, it worries me. And then yet we have had our own elemental problems. Fire is spreading. Fire that we cannot control. Fire that we cannot stop. Unfortunately, it is on an island on its own. But we need as much land as possible to put the refugees. That is a problem we have been facing.
Where did this fire come from?
It is pouring out of a great old temple.
That's where
He looks at Meg Shin like that temple.
It was as expected, the very source of heat and flame itself. I once searched for it and did not find it, but, or at least not what I was looking for, not the image, but I have not been there since I was a child.
Well, it may be your task to go there again. If the Fire Nation is to be safe, and this is to be a place of refuge, we cannot have fire that cannot be controlled, surging through our lands. In fact, I have never seen fire that could not be controlled. The elements have always been ours to bend. This is a strange era we are facing, and I am not sure we will see the end of it happening.
The fire that you cannot control, can it be put out like any normal fire, or is it inextinguishable as well?
It seems to go out, but we are not sure of how to permanently extinguish it. It is ever growing.
Okay, meta for a sec. During the bonus session, you went to a bunch of the different places that we could have chosen to go. Was there any place that we could actually that it seemed like we could actually go there and do something significant? Because I remember for the swamp area there was like another bubble sort of thing.
Yes. So in the Foggy Swamp, ironically, they kind of needed an airbender more so, and then a waterbender kind of in extra. So it was ironically you weren't there.
Okay.
But
might be able to.
yeah, that's something you could do. This is, of course, something you could do. You have mentioned going back to look at the Western Air Temple, and you do know more information about that. I will remind you all, for anyone who may have forgotten or wasn't there, you found out in the bonus episode that the 3 masters that were guarding the Avatar were used to make those trees. And you still do have one captured here right now as well. Meta. Or not meta.
One of those. You can
So
talk to
there's-
it, right? One of those trees.
Are we not talking to the Fire Lord anymore?
Sort of. I mean,
The spirit has its mouth shut by someone.
Do I know of any other portals into the spirit world? Or is North Pole the only one?
you know that there's one in every, there's one in the Earth Nation capital of Ba Sing Se that's pretty big. It's over Lake Lagwag. Or it's under Lake Lagwag. You know that there's one in, there's one in each Air Nation temple, the 4 main ones, because they built them on top of them. You know that there are several in the Foggy Swamp, just various sizes. One big one, big one, and then a bunch of little ones. You know there's some in the north, funny enough, but they kind of just appear in the deep of the cold.
Like the snow somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the main ones you think of off the top of your head.
How enterable are all those?
The one under Lake Loudway, I mean, it's like, so it's a portal, so it's like invisible in the. So like they know it's down there because like spirits and spirit energy will occasionally flow out, but they don't really know exactly where it is. If that makes sense, like it's just over there.
I think we're overlooking the obvious. We should look for information and do the thing nearby first while that's resolving.
Yeah.
Because like that seems like we stumbled upon something really important.
Yeah.
So if we can find more information using her and my connections, which I haven't brought up yet, but I can do that too.
Right. Which, by the way, at this point, like, how many?
How many what?
I'll say 2. Yeah. Of
Inspiration?
hold on, I need to text.
Okay.
Joey. Oh, those. Oh, they show up because they're kind of mad they didn't see you the first time.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, we're kind of in a rush.
But do you get what I was saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I was letting you decide where they were.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I did look at your old message.
Yep.
It already
Are these
has.
like Horcruxes you have hidden around the globe?
Yeah. So okay.
Pretty old.
So yeah, so you see like 2 or 3 like a man that looks to be about maybe 40 or 50, dressed in like he's dressed in Fire Nation stuff, but he has like his head here, his hair's but he has like the peak of the tattoo sticking out the front of his like hair here. And then there's another one. There's a woman walking, and then there's a woman walking with him, and then there's another woman that looks. She's wearing Air Nation attire, but she just has like normal long like jet black hair. And then like a hodgepodge of various like Fire Nation / Air Nation-y looking kids, all over, like little and youngins. And there's 2 like couples walking up, and you hear the guy be like, you know, Grandma, I'm so glad you came to visit. Yes!
I'm going to fly very quickly and just tackle them and
Yeah, he's like, oh, yes!
so good to see
Yes, it's so wonderful when you get to come to town, you know. They're just like gushing over, you know, and all the kids are like, hey, and they're like pulling at you like little tassels and grabbing your staff.
As I'm greeting my children one by one, I'm like lifting up my grandchildren, just like whoa, like you know, with my air bending.
Yes. And they're all just kind of playing and yeah. But these are her kids and some grandkids.
Well, this is
Or some of her kids and grandkids.
It's a small fraction.
Yeah.
Granny got around.
Yeah.
Around the globe.
She traveled the world.
I look at you and I'm just like, man, somebody gets around.
She traveled the world.
Were you trying to be subtle about that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Extremely so about that. Either she gets around or she is way older than she looks.
No, there's no.
Well, I got both. So yeah, that happens.
Yuka has always respected Yenna, but to picture her in biologically maternal terms has really messed her up.
That must be one big family tree.
I imagine it's the old saying of, you know, how do you react to walking in on your grandma naked in her bedroom? You know.
It's a lot like that.
for his character specifically,
Yuka has never imagined you in that capacity.
I was married. I mean, just a long time before you were born. Yeah, just a long time before you were born. Like, yeah.
I'll have to go, everyone, so.
All right. Well, we'll catch you later then.
Goodbye.
All right.
I guess while he's doing that, I'm gonna go back to whatever quarters that we're gonna stay at, and I'm gonna meditate and try to speak to the fox and see if he can't contact the owl spirit in some way, or if we could communicate.
Sure. You work on that while you're doing that.
Yeah. Does
Anybody
anybody
else
else want to do anything?
Well, after celebrating and hanging out with my family a bit, I do want to.
Are we back up at full?
Yeah, you can. Well, like I'm saying, if you want to do anything short term before you take a long rest, but you can just take a long rest.
I'm using the features of one of my 21 backgrounds
Wow.
to call upon my connections with wholesalers, suppliers, and other merchants and entrepreneurs to find items or info. I want info.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're about to do that too.
What info would you like?
I want the info about anything that is
This was Pierce's, right?
relatively not
So.
difficult to access about Dis and those two vendors.
Okay.
Just whatever can be known about them by not them, I guess.
You begin asking around about a guy named Diz that's like maybe a water vendor. You don't really hear anything. But when you start talking about Turu Api, most people are just like whatever. I have no idea. But one person who seems to be like you're asking a guy, and he's like almost pulling your leg. Like you can't tell if he's like making a total joke out of you or if he's like half serious and like yeah, that sounds really familiar. Let me really think about that. What was that name again? Yeah, okay. And you can't tell if he's being like an asshole or like really thinking about it. And like as he's like being loudly an idiot, yeah, someone who knows something walks up, and like an older person, like in like kind of like more like formal Fire Nation, like he's got like little shoulder spikies and stuff, like kind of walks over and he's like, you don't mean like fire, like the fire and the fire? Turapi? Not that guy, surely.
Yes, that guy.
No, not that guy. That guy's dead.
No, he very much isn't. He's very strong.
Well, he must be named after him or something. The one I'm talking about is from like a kid's story.
Oh, well, why don't you tell me the story then?
Okay.
I get down like this, like closer to the ground.
Wouldn't he know
Or
what the story was?
No. Well, yeah, you would know what that story is anyway. It occurs to you.
Okay.
You remember because your husband used to like tell it to the kids, but like he made it like you keep thinking you've met the guy, so you keep be thinking like. But your husband was like silly, so he did it like Turapi, the #1 firebender in the whole world, you know. So like, yeah, so like you just didn't put two and two together until you're like, oh, yeah, and so now it all makes sense. This is a famous. He supposedly discovered why the sun is round.
That's a big discovery.
Like in the spiritual sense, like the sun used to be, like, and what I mean is like the sun used to be everywhere. Light was, and he took it all flat into the sun.
What do you mean were?
It's kind of like the story of like Maui, like different things, but in this sense, like somehow him and the circulature of the sun is like relevant, and he can breathe fire in and out. It is said that he lived with the sun for 20 years, like where she lives, or where he lives. And that like the spinning of his thing represents the circling of the sun and the heat of
I was trying to get him in
light.
frame.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah.
So
It captures our DM and Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Good to have a proper reference point on him. Do we get the name of the Icebender dude?
He just kept calling him Diz.
I assume it's an alias.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's an alias until
He's wearing a mask.
So, and no one knows about this.
No one, yeah.
I kind of figured. He's
Oh,
kind of that
but
guy.
you do know the word Diz in ancient is like, it has like a double meaning. It's like soft or wise.
Oh. Is he the one that said that? No, maybe not. Interesting. Okay, so that's all I find. Cool. I go meditate and sleep.
Right. Man, you guys really didn't get his whole name, did you?
Nope.
He kind of just
I
left.
guess no one said his whole. Did he not call
No.
him? He just called him Diz the whole
Just
time.
Diz.
Wow, that's funny. I really thought you guys were gonna do introductions. So like, oh well.
I only asked his
Didn't
name
ask him,
because
he
it was
got all
important.
pissy real
For,
quick.
I only asked his name because it was important for the Agni
They
Kai,
were
and I'm pretty
pretty
sure that
aggressive.
Pierce's
Yeah.
character would want to know.
No, we definitely started the aggression. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think they told us to leave.
Yeah. And we didn't.
Yeah,
and you didn't.
He
Yeah.
started to be aggressive.
He was kind of bored. He kind of wanted to fight, but Diz was like, "You idiot! I don't want to fight. I just want to do what we're here to do and go away."
Is that a bit more of a fight?
He's like, "I want to go home, loser."
So I'm trying to meditate this with this fox, figure out what's going on.
Well, this
with
is
it.
relevant too. This is
Yeah.
that night, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that night. Oh man, I forgot about this. Crap. Okay, this is crazy. That night, you start meditating, and you get like tired, and more tired, and more tired, and you eventually pass out.
Cool. All right. Well, I just wanted to attempt to speak to.
Does everyone else just take a long rest?
Yeah.
I make
resting,
sure
so-
Fuyu is stabled wherever you would stable a bison in the Fire Nation, and I go collapse in my room or on my bunk.
When you wake up, you are like on the ground looking at like a black onyx floor in a like mostly blank room except for like a desk, and behind it and on it are a ton of books, and behind it you see Bois.
I immediately like push off of the ground and stand up. And I'm
When you
like,
go to stand up, you get up and fall over, and you realize that your paws are really hard to like walk on.
Oh god, do I just realize that
You're all fox.
I'm all fox?
You're all fox.
You are all.
You got fox.
I'm a foxy lady. Alright.
You are 100% fox.
You got fox.
I got fox.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I sit there and or I try to sit. Like,
Yeah. You just kind of like put your butt down.
I'm just
Honestly,
like,
I think this is changing the way I look at
and
it.
I'm trying to make a noise to make him realize that
Yeah. You just like, and he's like, "Ah, yes. I'm glad you've returned."
If you'd like,
Um,
try one of those voodoo rangers in there.
Yeah, I will for sure.
This was the fastest way that I could get you here. But your report is wonderful. If you want to continue the reconnaissance, nod. If not, then I will remove the fox. Okay. Have a good day tomorrow.
I can't.
Wait, you tried to
I
speak
can't-
as a fox? What is the fox?
Yeah.
I figured it would like he could like read the mind. And,
He already has all the information from you that he cares about. He doesn't need you to do this. He can just. Yeah. And he doesn't want to answer your questions.
what?
Because remember, he like
I do.
he deals in like knowledge, so he's like, "I'm not helping you." But for free. But anyway,
Do I know what the spirit's gonna do to me now? Like at all?
so you feel when you wake up, you feel kind of like tired in the legs, and you think that maybe you literally ran. What? In your sleep, as a fox, to the desert and back.
Okay.
You probably took a shortcut because you're a spirit,
Okay.
or because you're a spirit when you're doing that. But like, yeah.
Okay, so can I like check to see if it's been if this is beneficial at all? If like I should have said no.
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
you don't feel hurt or in any way like you don't feel better or worse than your normal self, other than just having reported in, I guess.
can I communicate with this fox spirit specifically?
I mean, you get the idea that it understands you, like you.
Okay. Well.
Turns out the fox spirit looks like Brooke Shields, circa 1981.
The fox spirit is like a pacifist and is trying really hard to get you to stop doing things.
I did nothing.
No, but that would be funny.
Yeah, but I'm just like, all right, well, I guess it's the very next day. And
Yep. So the next morning, everybody wakes up.
I want to do stuff after my rest.
Okay.
Same with me.
First, I want to.
Make breakfast for the kids.
Yes.
Well, that might be towards the end, but I have 4 hours, so the first thing I'm going to do, I want to astral project.
Okay.
So, hour-long ritual. I want to go check out the nearby fire temple place and
Cool.
see what's up.
You start heading that way. You see the island. It's called. I don't know. It has a name. You're heading towards it, and you see like just this big gout of fire just like erupting everywhere. Everywhere there's land, there's just fire, and even the fire like is spreading into the water and like creating steam, and it seems to almost be winning that fight. Like not, yeah, it's not being stopped by the edge of the ocean. It's pushing the ocean out of the way.
Okay. So it's like an island that's growing out of the ocean.
Kind of, but with only fire.
How high is the fire?
Currently about like 10 to 30 foot flames,
Okay.
depending on where you're at.
Can I go over it and
Yeah.
try and find the temple? Is it
Yes.
immediately visible? Or?
You're heading towards where the fire is like coming from, and you keep following the center until you reach this this like large volcano-looking entrance, basically. And in front of it, you see kind of like, as funny enough, like Aztec-looking like stairs and like stonework at the front.
And it just seems to be ever pouring out. There doesn't. I just want to like check around the temple to see if there's anything else interesting other than the never-ending fire.
When you start getting close to the temple, you see the fire, like it's starting to like, it's pouring out continually, but every once in a while you see something like flicker through it, almost as if movement, like in water, like a fish. And you like, you know, you're kind of like investigating that further and further, and as you get closer, you realize that you see things that are like sticking out over the top of it, like the head of a weird-looking like serpent thing, and like some crazy-looking like the tail of like a fire dog sticking out over the edge of the like fire grass that you're kind of in.
Okay.
This
So I-
as you continue, you see like it's almost like a big waving field of fire grass instead of actual fire.
Cool. What do I know about all of that? Anything?
This is weird.
Yeah!
These are spirits. None of this is a thing. This should not be here at all.
Oh,
This is
they're
definitely.
spirits.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
Fire spirits and all sorts of stuff.
So, remind me how my thing works in this war. I can only astral project on myself, I think, or can I do it on others?
Technically, yeah, you can do it on others.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, am I going through, like, is the astral plane equivalent to, like, where the spirits typically go?
So,
Can they see me?
in this case, they like. Funny, if they were also on that plane, they could see you, but they're physical right now,
Right.
so they actually can't.
Okay.
And normally, you could project all the way into like the spirit world if you chose.
Cool.
Usually, you have to be somewhere near a portal, like spiritually charged, to do that.
You are who my character wants to be.
Yeah.
You could have taken that backstory. You could have.
I think that's.
I like
think
that.
that's enough.
He's a failure.
I think that's enough information. I'm just gonna go on back.
Fair enough.
And then I'm gonna be doing some crafting. How much can I craft per hour?
100.
100. Okay. So I'm gonna spend 2 hours doing that. I spent 1 hour doing the astral projection when I moved. Whatever time I have left over, I'm making breakfast.
Seems good. What you like to do?
I won't. Oh, are you talking to me or no?
You have now, but because you're just crafting, right?
Yes.
Tell me when you're done.
Cool.
Well, in that amount of time of what he's doing, it wouldn't take me an hour to go back to where the tree was burnt and then covered over with water, right?
So you go out there and they still have it like contained.
Is it still wanting to get in?
Yeah, I mean it's still like they pretty much have stopped it altogether, but yeah, it is still attempting to progress.
Can I see if it's cheese connected to anything? Chakras connected to anything?
It seems to just be self-contained.
It's just self-contained, and they're just continually self-containing it. And do I know for sure that it's just trying to come and protect the portal or whatever that's here?
I mean, you don't know if it wants to protect it or use it, but it's like it has intentions with the portal.
Okay.
It's kind of like you guys only know true things that were told to you by one Chiton, but like really in that sense, he only knows anything that has already happened. Yeah, he's a librarian, not a wise man.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith shop from the previous little adventure, and I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna look really kind of, I wouldn't say depressed, but more disappointed in myself, and I'm going to attempt to have a conversation with him.
Yeah, he like, what is with the long face?
And I talk to him in Thieves' Camp at this point, and I tell him what transpired in the northern tribe. I tell him what I saw beyond the wall and what happened to me physically.
Yes, Turabi and Dizemnart are dangerous men. You should not have tried to fight them. But they are also benign. If you had left them alone, they would not have hurt you. Probably even if you went past the wall, they're kind of pushovers.
Well, at this point, I'm just going to be like, alright, you must know something as far as like this language is being used between us. What is its significance?
You can only learn it in the spirit world.
Okay. So that means that you're a spirit or have been there.
I'm just a man. Like a living man. But I was there for a long time.
Okay. What is your insight on this?
I believe that the Old One is trying to finally enact his ancient plan. I mean, he's only been working on it for 20,000 years or so.
tell me the story?
He wants to come back to the world. And he's never told anyone any of the steps after that. I'm not sure he thought it that far ahead. Or maybe he's thought it way far ahead. Way further than I could ever think of. I'm just a blacksmith. Yeah.
Now, when you mean the old one, is that just the full name?
Like, are you trying to find a name for him? Put a word to what he is called? Is that what you are doing? Because this is before words. He does not have a name. There is no thing to call him. Other than what he is. Guru, wise man, old one.
Okay. Well, if that's being the case, I will be in town for a little while. Kind of, just keeping you updated and thanking him for his time. And then I'm going to go. Trying to think. I'm gonna go try to find the fire lord.
Okay.
And
meanwhile,
What's you can do?
yeah.
Yesterday was a lot.
It was, yeah.
I don't see Yuka doing anything except hanging out with Fuyu, maybe walking through whatever accounts for fields here in the Fire Nation.
I remind you that Ignis is very sick in bed.
Oh.
He's fighting for his life or something.
Well, yeah, absolutely. She goes and well, she stealths into the kitchen.
Seems legit.
Steals a few cookies.
Okay. Seems legit.
There are always cookies on Granny's menu.
Yeah. Granny has been there. That seems legit. That DM cannot argue. Granny's been there.
Or maybe if there are any, summerberry muffins or anything like that.
Or a whole pancake breakfast. If there was only a 5-star breakfast in
If only. Did you say you were hungry?
Yeah, exactly. Little shit.
No one leaves this table hungry.
Yeah.
If you aren't at least double your body weight by the time you're done with breakfast, I have failed.
You must detach from the earth my gains.
Pulls a
The
master.
more you gain, the less you have.
Pulls a master Oshi and just instantly turns into
Those gains. Anyway. Just know its way. Anyway.
By the way, the thing that I made,
Oh jeez.
it's kind of bigger than the other thing. I made a wooden inhaler that casts level 2 cure wounds with 10 charges a day.
Alrighty then. Seems good.
I need to not have that happen again.
Fair enough. That's the thing.
And that cost me 100 gold and took both hours. So.
Cool.
So
So Yuka is pocketing some snacks, and does she have any idea where his room is?
that so they sent him to this. They hauled him off kind of after and took him and Meng Shen went with him to a weird temple looking thing out on the western side of the island.
Yeah. Well, then, if I'm aware of that, I just set out that direction.
Okay. Yeah, you head out there and you kind of show up, and as you're arriving, you see 2 guards outside, and then just this single pagoda.
You can only see the top of his head.
Hell. I thought about when Chase gets back rotating down since we have one more seat. But anyway, you run.
She approaches the guards and says, "Is the prince here?
Yes.
Is he accepting visitors?"
Unfortunately, no one is to see him at this moment. And when they say that, Meng Shen walks out, and she's like, "I think it'll be fine." and just, like kind of rolls her eyes at them and walks away. And they're like, yes, ma'am, yes, of course.
Oh.
Like meta, like so. I haven't really been talking about it too much, just because like Pierce is so intense with her anyway. But like when she's walking around, like all the fire, like militia and guards are like, ma'am, 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 ma'am. Like they're freaking all their buttholes clenched when she walks by. Like they do not like messing with Mansion. But anyway, and she rules with a fucking iron fist.
With a
Flaming fist, yeah. Literally.
Molten
Just
iron.
stab you. But anyway, yeah, so they open the door and you kind of head up. You know, you see the stairwell and, you know, you can kind of tell that he's upstairs, of course.
Yeah. She thanks Ming Shen for letting her in. Asks how the prince is doing.
She's just like, see for yourself. And like, you know, she's being aloof as always.
All right. She enters the room. What's she seeing?
He is there, like, there's like a, actually I'll say it's probably Nynaeve. Like, you know, if he retcons, but, who's there, like, you know, healing him and, like, patting him with, like, water and trying to, but she's like, kind of annoyed looking, like, you know, and you walk in and she's like, his body is fine, but I can't seem to get him to snap out of this, you know, and he's just like, and he's like sweating profusely, and he's like, and every time he coughs, like, blood and ash come with it.
Wow. Nynaeve, or Yuka, you know, sets the food down on a side table and asks Nynaeve, you know, what do you think of his chances?
She says that, like, his body is okay, so it's not like, it doesn't seem like his life is in danger currently, but yet she doesn't know when he's gonna break from this, like when he can move again or do anything. You know, he's pretty much a vegetable right now, other than puking up ash and blood.
Besides slow that.
Takes his hand.
He's like, he can just barely, like, just barely hold it, like, and he's like, thank you for coming to see me.
She doesn't think she's actually used his real name before.
I don't think she has either.
You're right. Ignis. You gotta snap out of whatever you're in. We've got some asses to go kick.
He coughs again and he's like, yes, I need to think about what happened and why for a little while. And I think I would like to go and train with Annabelle some more. And he like kind of goes back to sleep.
You could check her memory. Can she remember who Annabelle is?
The
the other Sky Bison.
Yeah, and remember he was like dancing on the tail.
Yeah, he was very.
That's
very
right.
Quickly learning airbending.
That's right.
Relatively quickly.
She's never tried this. She doesn't. If I need to roll to see if I burn him or not, I understand. She's just gonna try to send a little bit of light energy into him.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. Huh.
He is out there.
Yuka being Yuka, it could backfire and do him like 2d6 damage.
Oh, that's so sweet. So coup de grace.
Yeah.
So, but she rolled
So actually, yeah, you roll me. A D6.
All right. 3.
Okay, yeah, Yeah. So you do that, and you see like instead of a light in your conventional way, like reflecting and like hitting a person almost like a magnifying glass, you just see kind of like from him like a little very low ambient light, and then he just kind of and when he coughs, it's fire instead of little patches of blood. And he's like, and he like his fingers kind of get like fire at the like sparks at the fingertips, and he's like, I don't know what you did, but you are truly a light in this darkness.
She says, well, you keep spitting fire and we'll go fly the bison together.
And fire comes out as he laughs. So yeah. What is I doing?
I would like to go meditate on top of the portal.
Seems good. You go and you sit on top of the portal, and you just think about like what's been going on. Give me a Arcana or Religion check.
Okay.
8. Oh well.
After this, resolve this first.
You're thinking about the portal, and you're thinking about why it matters, and you're just like, I mean, I guess the more portals open, the faster it goes, maybe, but you don't.
Yeah. Also, is there... She would be racking her brain. Is there a way to slip into this portal? Because this is the portal we currently have.
Yes. You know that you, like, airbending masters have been known to meditate into the spirit world through the portals.
I was just about to ask about that. Okay, it's too relevant. I need to ask now. There's a portal here?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Where is it? How big is it? What is it?
It's in the fire courtyard.
Fire court,
It's got a
okay.
big seal on it.
Okay.
The Fire Lord's like, oh yeah, that thing. We like, yes, my great grandfather used to like meditating there and swore he could do all sorts of things, but we don't use it anymore.
So, next question. Can I just send us astrally to the spirit world just near this portal?
I mean, you've never tried.
Okay, but in theory I might be able to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't do that today. Sleep it off. Tomorrow morning.
Meta, we said that you were like going and like since Ignis was so hurt, you went and like
That's
kept
hard.
trying to get it, and you were like, so his body's okay,
And we can go
but you
find
can't get him to space for some reason, and you're like working on it. You're like,
Doesn't that seem like the logical way
you
forward?
spend all the day like working on it, and like and you think like she came in and did something.
I've got a lot on my mind
No, I
too.
can't.
Like,
Yes,
really
and that's
bad.
kind of like it's
I wanted to
helping
actually talk to
I can only do it once a day.
about like why she's so intent on finding an avatar and what she saw in the ice wall and stuff like that,
It's my turn.
and like about the portals and all that stuff.
It's my destiny.
That's
Short, sweet, simple.
to the point, yeah.
That's your destiny.
Yes.
What does that mean?
My entire life has been leading to something important, and if this isn't it, then I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, I like your. I think this is it too.
And on the other side of the wall, since you asked, there's a storm worse than the one we went through. I'm thinking the masked guy is the one who did attack the southern water tribe.
That's inconsistent with the storm that was there.
And I'll also describe being inside the wall and being water.
Do you think that might be a really interesting experience for you specifically? Because like you already like to be a water better. You become one with water. So like to truly become one, you think you might learn something for real. Okay, so I think that's everybody on the first day.
That was all during my long rest.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything else on the first day?
I was still going to go see the Fire Lord.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
About what?
About what?
Yeah.
I was going to talk to him about Ignis
Okay.
and get some more information
That's
on
probably maybe a good idea.
because I didn't say anything about it, but I noticed his
Chakra
was very not good,
Yeah.
and I'm going to question him on that.
So basically, the you come up and you just start asking the Fire Lord, and he's like, "My son has always despised the method in which we have learned to bend fire. We bend fire with our ferocity, our hate, our passion, burning ambition. But my son, he is the coolest heat, but yet he is the one that burns the brightest. He is similar to the sun in that without it, the warmth combs the whole world and gives life to everything that we have. But yet, if we were any closer, it would burn us all asunder. Ignis is that in his whole life, his very being, you might say, came to be as that. My son is a unique being.
Okay.
I'm sure that whoever it was that you were fighting, if they were good to you in any way, especially as he had let you go, someone like that, for Ignis to burn them, he definitely burned himself twice as bad.
Okay.
His spirit could not let him burn him without taking a penance.
Alright. Well, with that being the case, and I assume he's awake, in quotes, am I correct on that
Yeah,
at this
he's-
point? Because
yeah.
they did their whole thing?
Yeah. So the yeah.
So I'm going to go back down to him and see everyone there.
Okay. Well, so that was the first day. You talked to the Fire Lord, went back, and he's still asleep. Did you want to do anything else on the first day?
After figuring out about meditating, figuring out about thinking about the air mastery, I would like to find Yina.
Okay.
Yina, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Miss Yina.
Yes.
I've heard tales that master airbenders meditating on top of a portal have had access to the spirit world. And is there a way that that's true?
There is a way that that's true. I've never tried it, and I'm quite experienced, but it's possible in theory.
Would you be willing to
Spirit world
try at the portal we have here?
I could certainly give it a shot, although I just did it last night, so I'll have to wait a little bit. I could take us all along with me if you would like to go yourself.
That's even better.
Alright?
Okay. So that night passes by. You guys do as you do. You're healing Ignis. You're researching more. You're still you talked to it took a long time to talk to the Fire Lord because he had a big queue, and by the time you got there, he was really vague about it. But short change, you found out what you found out.
And while you were out on the porch, Yuka slipped in, saw you taking care of Ignis. Did we relate this?
Yeah, like I told him. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I took his hand and just tried something, and a little bit of light went into him, maybe healed him about 3 points, for all I could tell.
It seemed to it seemed to really it seemed to really bring his energy level up, and it's making healing him like actually
I think
possible.
Nynaeve would have asked Yuka to stay, and basically commanded Yuka to stay.
Then I sure would.
And I would have now this is what we need to
Right, to do something.
to heal him.
Oh.
And you continue like focusing on that, and through medicine and practice and through the night, you're able to get Ignis to where he's like stable.
Wow.
So the next morning, you all wake up, and Yenna pretty much early like comes and gathers you all like, okay, time to get up. It's go time. It's adventure time. Little shits.
I
and-
still,
It's time to get
I still need to go speak to Ignis before we.
Yes.
Before I leave.
You find him training with Annabelle, and he is pretty much like. So you come around and you see like she's tossing him like 30 feet in the air, and he's just going and like falling maybe like
Okay.
really slowly.
Do I see his chakra points and everything
Yes,
is
he
okay?
is using the he's got. So before he had 4 unlocked. Now he has all 6, and he's like channeling, like it seems to be almost like the universe's energy and not his. Or maybe he's even airbending a little bit. Just a little bit.
Have we found the guy who came in second for Avatar?
Brownie points, you just become the avatar.
Well,
Can
I
I-
is not with the Avatar right now, so maybe.
Can I intently study what he's doing, see if I can understand what is happening?
Yes. Roll a Arcana check.
Because I want to know.
Yeah. I want you to know too. Roll an Arcana check.
16.
Okay, that's good enough. So air is only like air is air, but it is manipulated in ways that are not. For example, if you cool it down, it sinks. If you heat it up, it rises. And so it seems like he's figured out that like, oh, I can heat the air as a firebender, and air rises and cools based on what. So I can move myself through the air based on how hot it is.
Okay.
Wow.
Sad. Well, I guess he does. His fire is unique in that he doesn't burn, so he wouldn't burn.
Cool. Yeah.
Ignis so far right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's on fire, baby. But yeah. So do you like get him? Do you tell him you're there and be like, "Hey, come," or do you wait for someone else to come and gather him? For the
I'll make my presence known, but
Okay.
I'll scare him because that's just how my character is.
right. You say something weird or do something, and he's like, "Ah!" You like mimic Yuka's voice, and you're like, "Hey, hot stuff," and he's like, and he sees it you. He sees it's you, and he's like, "What? Get out of here!" You know, and so, but yeah, you tell him that it's time to meet up with Yenna, and he heads back with you. Basically, you all meet up at this big fire symbol on the ground. And you can definitely feel a spiritual presence here. So yeah, would you like to go for that? You know?
Yeah, I keep reading over this spell because there's so many details. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Okay.
I can do it on myself and up to 8 willing creatures.
Okay, cool.
Within 10 feet.
How's everyone going? As like, I'm thinking 8 or 8:30.
Yeah.
Like 7,
That works for
15-ish
me.
now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we probably have enough time to like actually do this.
Oh,
And
really?
You should. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you all sit down, and you're all like various degrees of knowing how to meditate.
Sit down.
Well, yeah. But Yenna,
I'm
like,
always sitting.
On your little air pillow.
You're flying Nimbus. You never get off of.
Yeah.
Would you actually have to touch the
ground.
yeah, for okay.
I don't think so. It's like this is like the spiritual extension of that flying. So.
So yeah, you literally like you concentrate for a moment, and then you all feel yourselves as if you're kind of getting pulled out of yourselves in like almost like a falling upwards way, and then you kind of feel like a lurch, and when you lurch forward, you just kind of like snap into yourself, and you realize that you are all standing in this really colorful jungle. It looks, there are a lot of beautiful like stemmed plants and interesting like big cool fungi that are like glowing various colors, and there's like incredibly disproportionate creatures like teeny tiny flying pigs and like grasshoppers the size of a tree. Just weird stuff. It's a very odd looking little place.
What about the fox?
You don't.
It
You
just goes
so
with me.
so when you get there, you are a fox.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I'm not allowed to say a dang. I will freaking hurt you. I growl at you if
Yeah,
you try to do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and communicate using spirit language.
You understand what she's saying.
I understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
What does the fox say?
What? How's it going? Do you feel okay like this?
I don't like it here right now.
You understand that.
Okay, we'll be quick. Don't do that. She's not in a good mood.
Fair enough. So yeah, as you begin to look around, you don't really see anything of particular interest, except you see like, everyone make a perception check.
What about me?
Yeah, you're fine. Make a perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You have
I
all
can
your
make a
stats
perception
as
check.
normal. You're
Okay.
just a fox.
Just a fox. Oh boy.
23 as well.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Is this a new plane?
Yeah.
Sounds like one more food ranger might be necessary for this. Yeah, let's take a little
22. Oh, sure.
pause. Why don't we? But yeah, 22. That's good. Since everybody kind of scattered, we'll take a little brief pause. But yeah,